as well. Truly, no weaknesses there, but maybe tip the cap to Vivid for the MVP. 31 kills, 10 on the objective as well. Really been enjoying Vivid's gameplay throughout stage 2. He has been a force.
He started, what, week 22 and 9 at one point, so he certainly slowed down. But as far as the team, they did not slow down for a second. 202, 6-3, 3-1. Final scores, incredibly dominant display there by the Ravens. A contender in Minor 2 without a shadow of a doubt. First place in Minor 1, again, they fall to FaZe. One of the few teams to actually walk away from one of these minor tournaments up in the points department. So good stuff there, lads. Back to the desk.
Thank you very much, Miles and Chance. Congratulations to Carolina, proving that they're on a different tier than LAG. They say LAG, you may be top 8, but that's about it. This is a team playing for gold, silver. What do we think now?
Carolina Royal Ravens, I don't know. I mean, it was that close hard point, and then versus a team like LAG that has been so up and down, you don't want to get too excited. But this is reminiscent of the Carolina that we saw at the beginning of this season. It feels like we're kind of getting out of the mini slump that we saw after the major and at the beginning of this split. Carolina look unreal.
Yeah, for you people at home, you should recognize Carolina. I mean, what, top 4 at the major, top 2 in the minor, tournament atmosphere, they've been unbelievable. They're on a 9-0 map run right now. They have been destroying teams. That's Minnesota, Texas, and now LAG. Like, they're just running through teams, and everybody's playing so well. Vivid, night and day from what we saw in the first minor from him. I mean, just taking over in this control here, popping off. As Chance mentioned, a lot of the kills from the objective as well. Gwyn playing more with the team. Like, this is a team that is playing for gold, Chris, 100%. They've improved, and in terms of atmosphere, they just never let us down.
Another 3-0 added to the list for Carolina. Everybody chiming in. It is a clean finish for LAG. Blow it up mode, keep this roster, keep the one with Skies in it. Where do you go from here? You still have to
Priest
major 3 or major 2.
He did unfortunately get cooked. It's one of those weird situations of like, you keep hot potatoing the roster. Like, of course you're not gonna find a lot of consistent success, right? Like, they go to that game 5, they win versus Miami Heretics. Miami is pushing a top 4 as a top 4 team right now. So I don't think they blow it up just yet. I do think they can continue with this roster and hit the lab until major 2. We'll say goodbye to them for this minor, but I think they stick with this roster come major time.
7 teams remain in our minor 2 bracket, and we will continue with another match in just a moment. But first, we got to talk to a guy who got called out for his routes by Envoy, and since then, he has been on a warpath. Gwyn, how's it feel right now to be a Carolina Royal Raven?
It feels great, you know. Winning, that's all you can ask for. It's the best feeling to win. The little loss streaks kind of hurt, but we always go and bounce back.
Gwyn, what is y'all's kind of main focus right now? As Ann touched on, I mean, 9-0 in map count, looking unreal in every game mode. So you guys just looking at expanding map pool? Is there anything you need to tweak in any specific game mode? What are y'all looking forward to for Major 2?
Just looking to make sure our hardpoint is more consistent.
Yeah.
Make sure our scrim practice is always going good, going hard. We've really worked on that, especially myself included.
Nice. Gwyn, you know, there's been a couple people saying, like, you play for kills, things of that nature. It wasn't just Envoy. I want to know, does that affect you? And if it does, how do you, like, tune it out and focus on getting better?
Nah, it doesn't affect me at all. I mean, they won, so they can say what they want to say. And, I mean, they're probably the best HP team in the game right now. So, like, what am I going to say to them? But I just do what my team tells me. Austin tells me what to do. And I'm doing what they tell me to do. So, if you have a problem, go to them.
Well, you've grown a lot, and you've been playing so well. I mean, you've been unbelievable throughout this stage, and even when your team needs you to fill a gap, you just do it. So you guys look great, and congrats on the win.
Gwyn, fantastic stuff. Rookie of the year last year, but you missed out on champs. Right now, you just add another 10 points. That brings you to 135, which is more than the Royal Ravens last year. Are you excited to play champs this year?
I'm excited to play. Last year was a heartbreaker for sure.
This roster's going the distance. Best of luck moving forward, Gwyn.
Appreciate y'all too.
We got to let the man go because we still have 3 more matches to come. And of course, our scuff play of the game from this one. Let's take a look at young TJ Haley closing out the hard points with a streak of his own.
This is unreal. The guy just literally calls game, going on a 7 spree. And I was so frustrated during this because so first TJ goes to the back, he gets this opening kill, and then he goes back and transfers over to time. And all of LAG just funnel through this top hallway, diving over him. And he's like, all right, if y'all are going to keep playing this game, like, I'm ready for you.
TJ Haley, man, Super Bowl champ. He's just making runs in tournaments, top 10 in the world. As handsome as he is, dominant. This guy's been unbelievable, man. Cool story throughout this year. Big TJ fan.
DJ and Carolina power into your top four. Who's going to join them? Well, take a look at the bracket. It's a pretty good one. It's shaping up quite fun as we could have an LA Thieves Royal Ravens showdown in that semifinal matchup. On the top half, though, you have to think Ultra and Optic. Pretty excited about their road so far.
I am kind of excited about the road so far just because I know we've been hard on Toronto Ultra, but like they are the heavy swinger favorites for me when it comes to that matchup. Like I would be shocked if that went to 4.
FaZe have won 14 of the last 15 matches. When we come back, they face the team that handed them the L with a 3-1. Stay tuned. Vancouver takes the stage.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League. In the City of Angels, these Devils have just torn Toronto.
Man, Wixels is just gonna have to slide it with ARs.
Oh, nice little deep shoulder coming through. Oh! Wow! No way! He gets the one through the drop, and then all.
That will be the game. Just get into P2. Get the final second. 250 to 110. Are you kidding? Woo! And you got the Bulldog already out his chair. You know when he's in that mode, he usually gets it done with the SMG, but his AR was simply uncontested.
Creo además que P-Cool tiene unas palabras especiales que dedicar. ¿Qué les quieres decir a la audiencia en el día de hoy?
I just want to say, I lived 2 great years in the league. I love all of you, even the Greenwall fans, you know, love all of you. We make COD so much special. It's so nice to have it aquí en España. Vamos a todos, hola a las familias. Vamos NFTs!
The 2025 Atlanta FaZe Team Pack is available now. Each pack includes home and away operators, as well as this weapon charm that's easy as FaZe. Next time you boot up, suit up at the in-game shop.
It's a different situation, black
Yesterday, 0-4 put Boston in the quad feed. Today, he takes on Atlanta FaZe. Potentially. It was what started here with Vancouver Surge because they've done it once already. The only team in the league to be able to do so in the last 40 days.
Yeah, I mean, it was unbelievable. It was the first time we got to see this roster debut with Neptune. They come out, they beat Atlanta FaZe 3-1. A couple of protocols on the tail end, which we might see again in this series. And in that series, though, it was Nasty who popped off as well. At like 1.42, everybody just going nuts, especially in the respawns. And this team has continuously gotten better, right? They've been improving their control lately. That's the game where I feel like they've had a big breakthrough, building themselves a map pool, playing Vault. And now, like, going into a match versus Atlanta FaZe, this is the tallest task. Once again, Atlanta FaZe knows what maps you kind of like to play now. They can approach the ban and veto process, excuse me, with a more clear mind, and it's going to be more difficult.
For side Vancouver Surge, I mean, you talk about improvements. I mean, the only thing I'm really thinking of right now is looking a little bit at Search and Destroy. They're number 1 in opening duels in this split, but they are bottom 2 when it comes to converting them. So they do the hard work. They just don't capitalize on it when they get themselves ahead. So a couple of tweaks here and there, but otherwise, looking good.
Best team in the game, EWC champions, and looking for a three-peat. If you listen to Draza, Atlanta FaZe has been crushing since dropping some opening qualifier matches, and we were worried about them in that first week, but we knew it wasn't going to last long. Did not know they would be this good, although recently one team has showed us that they can go the distance. LA Thieves has taken them to a round 11, game 7. Can Vancouver get close today? If so, how do they take down Atlanta?
Yeah, I mean, I think Vancouver can contend with Atlanta in all the game modes right now. That's the thing about this Vancouver team is they're well-rounded. But for Atlanta FaZe, right, like, they won the major, and they're incredible, but they're still not the best respawn team in the game. That is LA Thieves. The way that they got it done was through the Search and Destroys, right? So continuously trying to improve in the respawns, iron out some of the maps so they don't play too much in hardpoint, and that's what this minor is all about for Atlanta.
We should say 3 wins in a row. The graphic said 3 ranks, 3 wins in a row.
Yeah, 3 wins. We should correct that.
But for side Atlanta, I don't know. I'm getting a little bit worried just looking at my stat sheet from Search and Destroy, just because they went from a top 2 S&D team, number 1 in almost every category, to now they're kind of sitting a little middle of the pack. And what that tells me is they've been winning off of the back of a lot of clutches and a lot of icing up in some of these 2s and 5s. So maybe that's going to be their focus during this split, and it's going to be a tall task because they're going up against the Vancouver Surge squad that beat them in that Search and Destroy last time around.
Last time Vancouver beat them, Simp had a .53 in control. If you're looking at hard point, he's right there at the number 2 spot, and at Major 2 qualifiers, his teammate Celium has the number 1 spot with Draza in the top 8. 3 of your 4 in the top 8 for the KD. Is that just a testament to how well they slay or their competition up to this point?
I think it's everything, right? It's just like, I mean, they're having deep runs in tournaments. They're playing all the teams. It's just the way that they play. Like, if the team's playing sound Call of Duty, Simp is going to look like a god. That's how good that guy is as a player, and that's what they've been doing lately.
Scuff, maps and modes on their way. We have 5 of them hitting your face. Allie, Vault, Skyline, Protocol, first 3. What do you like?
I like it for both these teams. Honestly, it looks a little bit like we're doing just a head-to-head bang out. From side Vancouver Surge, they're loving that they're getting Protocol again. They 3-0'd Atlanta FaZe on that map. FaZe clearly just won a little chance at a redemption. I look at that map 1 Vault. That looks good for Atlanta sitting at 4-2. I mean, the biggest thing that could hurt Surge in this right now is going to be their map pool.
I think it's interesting, Surge, like, Red Card was available, which map they beat them on last time for Search and Destroy. They just left it there, and they picked Protocol in this one to play, just because they've had success on it in Search and Destroy recently. I think it's a bold move. They've looked great on that map, but either way, I think it's going to be a banger.
I think there was a little bit of distraction on Valentine's Day back when Vancouver beat Atlanta. So with our Scuff pick'ems, I'll officially lock in first. Feel free to copy my homework, Alley Cat. That would be Atlanta FaZe.
No way.
Please.
I'm going Atlanta FaZe. I'm going Atlanta FaZe.
Yeah, I'm going to go Atlanta FaZe as well.
Dang, you guys are boring.
Well
I'm not picking against them. I can't.
Maven, your favorite team's about to play. Why is Chris Laird the best player to ever touch a controller?
I thought you were going to say Seattle Surge. I'm a Surge guy now, bro.
It's Vancouver Surge, so.
Did I say Seattle already?
Yeah.
We're 1 second in, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's your favorite team, I guess.
That's going to be a tough day. It's going to be a tough day if I'm already saying Seattle. Holy hell, I just got started. No, we're excited for this. It's going to be a lot of fun. We casted them playing this last time, and was just talking about the fact they're going to Protocol Surge instead of Red Card. I was thinking about the last time I really watched them was what? That was the Game 5 against Cloud9. They beat them 6-1, had all 7 First Bloods. Surge looked really, really good on it. So it probably is a recency thing for them. Whereas what? Did they go like around 11 or something on Red Card? Last time they played around 10? Okay, yeah, it was a pretty deep one. So probably a recency thing. But Now we get to see, I guess, kind of. All right, so you're on 4 straight wins if you're Surge. You obviously improved, but was that win over FaZe a fluke, or do they have what it takes to really push a team like this to distance?
I think they have what it takes. I really do. I think they have been playing solid in all 3 game modes. Yeah, I think what the Dutch just kind of talk about, you're just going to start playing a bunch of different maps. This is the one hard point that FaZe was able to take in that first match, has been this vault, and you can see the #1 team, 21-10 in Atlanta FaZe. And they've been introducing Vault a little bit more, right? I mean, it was the one they got away from really at the Major, but now since we started Major 2 qualifiers, it's been their go-to.
Yeah, and I think even if they're taking some hard points off of other teams, the big thing is getting good enough you're able to battle Thieves in hardpoint. Because if you look at the final, that's where they really need to improve in that particular matchup. They came out of that thinking they have some respawn weaknesses, I'm sure. We'll see how they go in this one, and we're going to be watching a lot of Neptune. That guy's been absolutely disgusting. But yeah, talking, you hear Chris say, I mean, I've said I think Sip is the best player I've ever commentated. I think he's an absolute god. I've been very vocal about that, but he has not looked like pedestrian very often. But the last time they played, yeah, I mean, he kind of got slammed in that series. It's not like anyone was frying, but -15 type series from him is pretty unusual. They shut him down, they shut FaZe down, and it was really what started this run for Surge.
Well, that was like sort of the nasty series, right? He was like +40 across the board. Yeah. I mean, he really put it together. But yeah, I mean, again, we've touched on it every single time we've seen this new Surge lineup. It just feels like Neptune, his addition, has raised the games of everyone. And then maybe the biggest one yesterday was a Boozer, right? Really feel like he's getting comfortable, and he has had a more of a quiet year, but starting to get comfortable, starting to pop off.
Yeah, remind us he can pop off. He's a very, very skilled player. It's awesome to see, but you get a big wave of kills at the start of this P2 if you are Atlanta FaZe, but with Neptune plucking 2, we'll see if that will be okay. Neptune getting 3 as he just puts a BZ in an early grave, and that will be the push on through to at least get FaZe out of the hard point. They'll still get the spawn in the back, but just that wave of kills is at least going to keep pressure here for the time being, or will it?
I mean, you had exactly what you wanted. I feel like FaZe is one of the best teams, if not the best. It's sort of setting up that P2, getting pushed out catwalk, controlling middle of the map. But again, it's just that Neptune 3 piece that breaks that down. And now you have some pressure, and this time it's Neptune with a double. He's already up to 8 and 3. Celium is matching that. But you get majority of the time if you were FaZe, you flip the spawns early on that P1. And if it wasn't for Neptune, maybe it looks a little bit uglier.
Yeah, I saw Abizi's face. I'm probably after those last 2 gunfights with Neptune, he's probably like, what the hell, dude? Like, I'm pretty sure he thought he had that trade. He had that one, just L-triggered holding the corner, but Neptune just fries him. He kills him again. Neptune might be in Abizi's head a little bit early in this one, but 10-point advantage for FaZe right now. We'll focus on the P3, and the Tiny Tears do get a little bit of revenge here as they look to get set up art side, get the time inside a third, and, well, try to have a perfect sequence here. We know how the game can be cracked wide open over this stretch.
Yeah, they played a little bit safe. They had like 3-4 dead and 5 and 6 Abizi, and draws it back all the way up to art. They were just making sure those spawns, they had art side control, but now they might lose it. This is on Abizi now to play alive. You see the pressure, the blue arrows starting to move on forward. All of FaZe spawn out. Well, with 25 seconds left, so it's down to this man to try to hold the line, buy as much time as he can. And, well, he does just that. The reinforcements are here. Heads up play there from Abizi.
Gets a kill, backs it up, stays alive, and yeah, no, you nailed it. It's exactly what he needed to do, and while your teammates come off spawn, they also put up a bit of a fight at third just to make sure Surge can't get all that scrap time. And Dross is thinking he has the cross. Dude, this is what it reminded me last time we casted this, though. Like, we're watching a FaZe POV, and they just get fried. I mean, I was literally joking that Vancouver Surge moved to Toronto because I thought they'd belt finally. They were frying them. And I'm just making, like, internet jokes, but, like, it was unbelievable, though. Like, just fights where I'm used to, like, seeing FaZe win, they're just getting zapped.
Yeah, just some of the trades, kind of what you talked about from Abizi's point of view. Yeah, you can just see they are hitting, and they are hitting hard right now if you are Surge. But when it comes to the fundamentals of this map, it's been all Atlanta FaZe, and you got what you needed. Once again, right? The pressure is there. Surge, they just don't have the close spawns, and FaZe now turning into a lot of time.
It's funny because I just think we've had the POV of a couple times where, like, they got fried, but overall, it's fine. I mean, they're leading the slaying margin. Neptune, yes, he's +5, but outside of that, you're doing fine. Just a couple of gunfights that don't go their way, and they still got a nice lead. You're up 35 or so.
Well, I think with those gunfights, this could be an uglier game, because you're talking about you lose a P2 rotation, you lost P4 now. Like, without a couple of those multi-kills or gunfights that make this messy for Surge, they may be down 70 or 80. Instead, it's still a one-hill game.
Well, this is still, I mean, it's the map 1 from the first series, right? This is the one thing where FaZe were able to get the dub. So if you're Surge, it's like, okay, well, we know we can lose this one and bring it back. Not gonna be the same maps the rest of the way, and you'd like to see improvements here this second time through, but You've obviously had a loss here before in this exact matchup, but trying to replicate what you did in the overall series the last time you battled. The 40-point edge, at least for now, is going to hold. A nice little win from Abuza. Simp through on the trade, trying to be elusive, I thought, for a second, but he just goes ahead and tries to time the chow there with Cell. And they're able to take him out. Simp kind of throwing his body to the wind, just make sure they get the kill.
Well, yeah, I mean, the big thing is the BZ wants to push on forward, just he wants the spawns to flip, right? Or sorry, Simp. They want to flip those spawns. They do just that. So Cell there for the trade. 20 seconds ago, they're getting a little bit of time, but once again, just fundamentally, you are playing sound Call of Duty if you are Atlanta FaZe, and for some teams that can be scary, but you see the split spawns are there. 04 and Nasty are gonna find a couple of kills, and on Vault, one little slip up and things like this happen.
Yep, and Cell, who was pretty close to getting the cruise. He's on 6 straight, still needed a few. That will end as well, and now you got a chance to really get a hold of the lead change. Well, you had a chance. Then everybody starts dropping. They pick everyone outside of Neptune, and Neptune's going to drop. They're spawning out pretty deep at the backside of the P1, so they've got to fight back through Catwalk and try to get in, but this time, FaZe are the team that can get the break on the P2. Looks like it still might end up being a scrappy one like last time.
He just is like a tri-star, bro. He's just literally full sprinting, slides behind the block, guns him, and again, just gets the entry, does Neptune, and yeah, again, I mean, without sort of these break plays, this is a very one-sided map, but they're not out of this yet.
No, and it's like, it's a player like that and it's plays like that that can just sometimes keep you in a game until other people get going. Or maybe the fundies and the comms get on point. You know, sometimes that's what's got to warm up the comms a little bit in the start of the series. You get plays like that, just keeps you alive, keeps you within 40 to 50, and then you get going. Otherwise, yeah, you're right. A map can be decided in the opening rotation.
Yeah, and I mean, with this streak, well, they secure outside spawn. So you just saw right there, you had a couple of players from FaZe start to work up that streak, but they get hunted down, and now Nasty, he's starting to get going. He's on 4 in a row. He played so well the last time these two teams played. Neptune's in a little bit of this time, and what does FaZe decide to do? They want to put pressure on the hill. Looks like number 7 in Simp gonna try to take a long route, and this may pay off. The problem is, though, it's gonna take a long time. His teammates have to get Neptune off this hill.
What can he actually do from that position? Simp's going to get one, and then he's going to get dropped. So you deal with that pretty well. The front line of FaZe able to get them out of the hard point at least, but you'll take this if you are Surge. See if they can break up these final 15 seconds. If you give it up, not the end of the world. Just make sure you're set up for 4. This is where it gets scary, though. You lose a couple of these fights, it could get ugly. There's one guy remaining, and that's going to be a blessed spawn there for Cell. He's going to spawn in behind. The Surge spawn, I think, comes in first, and they spawn out is why he gets it.
Yeah, it's just, the Surge spawn is on the right side of the map, so right as P4 pops, FaZe get exactly what they want. And yeah, I mean, you were starting to don't at that P3. Nasty was 1 away from a Hellstorm. He would try to play it a little bit patiently, got impatient, lost it. Now you are 3 dead again. Nasty, the last player up, going to try to play his life. Just wait for his teammates off spawn.
It's just so hard, bro. It's so hard to hold the setup for 4 through the entire hard point of 3. It's so difficult. We've seen it done, but more often than not, spawns get a little bit freaky, but it's Atlanta FaZe getting freaky. Up about 60, looking to close out the map 1. Let's hear the comms from the champs.
Trying to get out now. Every kill we play. One shot mid, Nasty. Right side of mid. I'm flipping. Spawning art. Yeah, one's in the back on you. Smoking that guy. Non pull. Get hit all. Oh, dead. Nice, Chris. Tweaking, buddy. I see that. Watch out. Alright, I'm gonna smoke his hands again, bro. He trophy. He's not. Before statue, absolute statue. Money, one shot. I go. Two. They're both 3. All the right side, pushing you. One more going cat. One shot. One line. I'm hitting close. Heard, Ivy, Zach, give me time. Alright, this side. I'm going to the left. Tell me if you can see the cat again. I don't see anything. I'm running right now. Hard close. Close that. I see him cat. He's cat. Weak. Close. 04. Open. Open. Weak. They're open. Double. They're open. He ran it. Close. One shot. Too close. One shot. Absolute close. Listen, absolute lobby. They're open corner. Give me left side. That's okay. Open on me. Let's go. Open stuff. Close the boozer line down. Neptune on time. Weak. Outside. Everyone time. Neptune. I've got it. I sent him money. I'm on dude. I'm out front. I'm out front. I'm on the find them. Candy, bro. It's from the back. Yeah, he's top cat. I did not hit him. Nasty mid. Oh my god. Nasty's mid.
Get the average.
I got it.
I got help.
What's front boss?
And he'll come in, nasty.
I hear. On time. I get it. One trips, I hear.
He's spawn killing. This guy's terrible.
How many money?
Nasty,
I hear. I'm gonna go.
I'll tell you, if there's one thing we're critical of sometimes with FaZe, it is their comms, a little chaotic, and I can't tell if that was just like less sell at times or it seemed a little cleaner.
Yeah, just a little calmer.
Yeah,
right? Just a little bit more small talk there. Yeah, something, you know, a lot of people, I mean, everyone has their way of communicating, whatever works, but yeah, I mean, sometimes it could just be tough. Maybe just a little bit too much in the comms, but that was a little bit calmer from that side.
Seemed that way. That's the first time I looked at you, if I were listening, just kind of give you a thumbs up. Like, that sounded good, but what looked good over that little stretch where we were chatting about the listening was Vancouver Surge. They brought it back, but they were in a big hole, so you're still down over 40. Now this is the big stretch usually in the vault as we focus on this 3 to 4 and how it plays out. Trying to find an opening is going to be a Booza. He's not going to find anything except for bullets from FaZe. Pushing up aggressively here is a BZ and just making sure that number 8 and Celium is playing safe on the other side.
BZ's just like wondering where the chow is, right? He's like, is anyone going to go to hill? But he's giving the toms like they're all pushing through mid pretty much, just staying patient. Doesn't want to get a bad timing on that player up top, but you can see 5 does spawn out in Jiraza.
Yep.
So you can see, all right, there it is. Number 3 and Nasty's all the way back guard. Spawns in a little bit weird. We'll see how FaZe play this one if they recognize it. Also to pay attention to 58 seconds left on the play clock. So it's kind of 2 things happening right now on both sides, but that's just like, well, this P3 hill has not been a lot of time to earn for either side.
No, there hasn't. Well, I figure as soon as Stella decided to push up and kind of gave up hold the spawn, he knew this was going to be coming, and 2 were going to spawn up back there. They're able to get the win, so it's pretty much, what, flipped on its head from what we saw last time. Now it's going to be Vancouver Surge with the opportunity to make a run here at 4. Sipto, he's got a streak to bring into the fray. Draws is going to get a pick as well, so this could be a really big moment for FaZe to break in, maybe call game. 4's in hell. He gets dropped from the gunny, then dropped from the missile as soon as he comes in on spawn, and here comes the push now from Atlanta FaZe. Abizi trying to finesse behind the stun, gets a little bit of help there from Simp as well. 4 just absolutely in the blender over this stretch. Now here come FaZe to push in. They can't technically win it. Maybe they get the tick if it's a perfect hold.
Yeah, I think there's a tick, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. You get the job done if you are Atlanta FaZe. You break that, you use this streak. Don't even know if you needed it, but yeah, spawn kill 04, you put the pressure on, and that was your chance if you were Surge. You got those spawns. Can't convert it into a full hold.
Well, they continue to battle here at 4. We're at least going to see one more hard point, but you're going to have to be nearly flawless from 1 to 2 if you are Surge. They're going to have to hold those right sides basically throughout it and keep FaZe out of the point because they just need 11 for the dub. It's going to be one part of the Tiny Terrace of the BZ trying to get in and find the opener. He's just going to get 1 for now. Maybe wait for his teammates because he had 2 drop. Just buy a little bit of time until they can get back into it. Play clock also on their side, so it doesn't really matter if we get into it.
No, they're just
let that run. As much as you can contest here. I mean, you just have every win condition on your side right now if you're FaZe. This would be an absurd comeback from Surge if they're able to do it. Time though, under 20 seconds now. Joe, I don't know, how does Surge get it done?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to try to get into a P2 and hold those spawns. Just gonna be very difficult to do. FaZe are kind of doing both. They're gonna play the play clock. They're gonna play. Also, they're at 241, so it looks like they're just going to go for it to try to contest. They got to a little bit worrisome. There's still 12 seconds left on this hill. 1.8, so Surge continue the game.
Yeah, the vault play clock. Not usually something we're talking about all that often, but here we are. And they'll have the rotation to next, and you got to go. Someone's got to go. So it's Neptune that's going to try to get over there. He was the track star. Well, not going to get there in time. 0 seconds. Pops in Atlanta FaZe. It's a rare one there on Vault, taking it to time, 241 to 202. I think there's been like 2 we've casted where we've had to combo about the play clock, but it is not all that often. Well, and funny enough, the last time it was FaZe too, at the major, right? That was the crazy one where like a BZ hopped in.
Yeah, just hit the door.
Yeah. So maybe it's just a FaZe Vault thing, I guess, but not often the conversation. But this is the map one they were able to win last time these guys faced off a couple weeks back. They got that dub, and they're on. It was all Vancouver Surge. The big thing that's changed is we're not going to have the Protocol Hardpoint where they closed it out last time.
Yeah, Protocol Hardpoint and Protocol Search was...
Yeah, so it's Protocol Search now instead of Red Card, I believe was the other change. But now we'll take a look through the stats. Neptune, 5,000 damage, puts up 42. They battle, I mean, he kept them within 30 or 40 for a while, but then they pushed the lead up to almost 80, 90 points.
Yeah, and I think, listen, you get like a balanced effort here from FaZe. and I've said this multiple times over their vault, they are actually like a couple of plays away, like around P2, from like just blowing teams out of the water. It just feels like they have a very good sense of how to play this map compared to everyone else. Yeah, there's going to be some wonky spawns for both sides, but it's just their pressure on the map and how much of the map they actually control. It's just like if they clean a couple of mistakes up.
Yeah, no, they could just be absolutely dominating people. No, I agree. And that's not to take away from some of the plays Neptune's making, but there's definitely just some moments. FaZe clean it up, and they'll be maybe the best vault team in the world when it comes to hard point, but fact is they'll get the dub here. And Neptune was leading the way by a wide margin. Just when you talk about the slang and some of the individual bright spots they had early on. Thought maybe he bought enough time, people start heating up. You saw Nasty start to really get going later in the match, but then, yeah, over the listen in, we get up to, what, about an 80-point lead, and yeah, you chip away at that a bit if you're Surge, you start to bring it back, but this play here probably is what seals it really to break back into P4 behind the streak.
Yeah, just, I mean, when you consider the game clock, when you consider, yeah, just the scoreboard, now you're getting to this P1, and yeah, FaZe, I mean, I don't think they had to play with the game clock. Probably could have just played the hard point, but they're playing it safe, and there we go, able to get the win.
No, I think a lot of it probably just comes down to how they like to play the P3 to P4, like just making sure nobody's in it. They're not putting too much into it to screw themselves over unless a fluky spawn comes in, but just making sure nobody's in it. And yeah, I mean, you just did not get a lot of time in the P3s from either side.
Yeah, I think it's also one of the ways they set up for their P2s. It's just like they're letting breaks kind of happen, right? Some individual plays. Like, it feels like their P1s, they're not earning a lot of time, but they're controlling the side of the map that they want. They're getting pushed out catwalk. They're blocking spawns, right? When you heard the listening, Simp was like, I think I'm blocking. Like, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
You're always going to hear that conversation, but it's to set up that P2.
No, I liked it. There was a couple times. One other thing I didn't mention that I liked from the listening was just multiple times they called out where people were spawning. And we'll hear that sometimes in listening, but not all that often where it's just, I think it was like Sim one point, like they're spawning art. And Draws, it was like they're spawning here. You'll hear it sometimes, but not as often as you probably should. Because you'll hear a lot of times when players will call like they're spawning out. Like, that's one thing you have to. Like, obviously, you spawn out as a player, like you need to make that clear instantly because you know something's flipping. But just calling the enemy spawns, like, we go into a hardpoint listening like every day, and we don't hear that all that often.
Well, I mean, and what that is that's a map control, right? Because there's only one spawn point then based on where your teammates are that they can spawn. So that's just information to your team.
Yeah. Well, S&D Slayers this season. Well, yeah, FaZe and being good at search.
It's not even that great of a record, honestly. Like for them,
I guess that's true.
Like honestly, and they're 1 and 2 this stage. So I think post major, you win majority of your searches, your focus is sort of respawns. Yeah, there's going to be some slips, but it's a game mode. They want to continuously win majors. They always have to have in their bag.
I mean, I feel like we've had that. Well, we just don't really talk about conversations over years and years because we haven't really had a core 3 that's stuck together like this. Like, it's basically been the same team over 6 years. But we've had the conversation how many times, bro? About like the respawn maybe slipping, work on that. S&D slips, like that back and forth. I feel like we've talked about it so many times with this team. And
they've gone, what, round 10, round 10, round 10, round 11, the last 4.
Battling. And this is where you started your 3 straight if you were Vancouver last time. I'm not even saying Surge. I'm making sure to say Vancouver. I need to just purge Seattle from my mind. Because sometimes when I say like Seattle Surge, like the way it goes together, I want to say Surge. It flows in my head. It just does.
Right.
It just does.
It's all right.
Oh, and this big, beautiful brain is just, oh, God. Well, we were just talking in the green. We were all laughing like, pocket and hand. We've been around so long. Casting, so it all just blends together sometimes, man. The days, like, everyone feels this. Like, you wake up some days, your brain's like perfectly on point. Some days it's not, man. The days it's not, there's just so much God just floating around in you. But it's big numbers here for Atlanta FaZe in the round 1. Nasty be the last guy up, not able to take the fight, and FaZe will take that one quickly. And this is a map where we've seen, I feel like it's always been like back and forth up to around 10 or 11, or it's like that rare one, like their final versus Thieves, where it's a 5-minute map and it's a 6-1, 6-0. We've had a couple of those this year.
Oh, no, that was Vault. This was around 11.
Oh, that was the Vault. You're right, that was the Vault. I was thinking that was the Skyline. That was, you're right, that was the Vault. See what I'm saying?
Lots of COD.
I told you I was out of it today.
Lots of COD.
I told you, just mix them together, right? That's why I have you here, to keep me honest. Just hope one of our brains is on point. That's all we need, Joe.
I was like, I don't think that was 5 minutes. That was the last match.
No, you're right. You're right. That was the Vault. We'll see if Surge can get something going here on the offensive side of things. Neptune just going up to take the free plant at A. You've got a quick opportunity here to apply pressure if you were Atlanta FaZe, but for now they're going to back up and take their time.
I mean, similar to last round, right? Except FaZe had early numbers, but they're opting for the retake bomb planet at A.
You're going to have about 15 seconds off this before they really start to move. They're hoping, I think, to get a freebie before they activate it. Now, the fights are got to start coming. There's the opener. Simp able to get the first one. 25 seconds to go. Here comes the collapse. Abizi tagged up, gets some damage in as well. Worried about the pressure coming in. He's got help there from Cell. Nasty, though, with the double. Maybe the difference maker, but suddenly it'll be Neptune by himself. Now, him versus Draza. 13 to go. Draza, the damage in, and he just... Was he full health?
Yes. And that couch ate about 4 bullets. He's just kind of laughing about it. I mean, this is disgusting stuff from Neptune in the 1 versus 2.
Bruh.
But yeah, just, I don't know. The couch protected him.
It sure did. And then, you know, it's like we just pop up on somebody. He just popped up and zapped him, but like he just died quick.
And it was close. I think in the back of Draza's mind, the back of Draza's mind was the time, right? They're telling him like 10 seconds, like you have to get that kill quickly.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like, maybe, you know, maybe 1 step ahead.
100%.
But he's thinking he has that one.
No. Yeah. Got several hit markers here through that couch. Abizi, I don't know if he thinks another player's there or he's just continuing to shoot bodies.
He's shooting bodies.
I'm sure he is. Well, the body shooting not gonna pay off.
Go back and watching the VODs. He's like, I thought there was another one.
You thought there was another guy there? Yeah. Well, you heard like, you know, we've listened to their comms a lot, whether it's like early year and stuff, and they can be very vocal when they think a player stinks or doesn't make smart plays. They just.
It's a way to get rid of frustration.
Probably.
You know.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to like last map. Abizi was like, you spawn kill me, you idiot.
Yeah.
Well, nobody likes getting spawn killed.
No, yeah. That's a perfect example.
You did spawn right in front of him. Like, what else is he supposed to do?
Supposed to wave?
Yeah.
Well, Abizi looks to find the timing. Neptune is there first. He's on 5 straight. Yeah, 6-1, doing everything. You got 2 teammates that don't have a kill yet. You're still leading. Simp's double, though. Hold up. Maybe gives you a chance in this. We now get to a 2 versus 2. Nasty not able to connect. They're just going to send it at him. And Draza gets the kill. Quickly to 1 versus 1. Draza won't drop 17 HP. Trying to finesse, trying to get health back, and able to do just that. Gets eyes on as well. Neptune trying to get it, and Neptune able to win another 1-on-1. Neptune doing it all. He's like, I got high ground. This is what I got. Just fried.
Well, there was one. He got hit by a bullet, so he was like 79 HP.
Yeah.
I mean, this slot, you saw headshots. If he connects, that's 2-3 bullets. See you later.
Woo.
And I mean, we talked about it. Map 1 trying to keep it a minute. He is very much leading the way for the squad.
Yeah. No, this has been taken.
You have 13 on 2 of them, and the other 2 are 0-8.
Nasty's there as well. He is playing.
Yeah, he's playing.
He's playing. But Neptune 8-1, 7 in a row. I mean, yeah, if you told me 2 teammates were 0-4 and that's the only thing I knew, I would not think it was a 3-1 Surge. Like, no way. First blood is the phase, but quickly numbers are equalized. Good luck with that fight. Abizi trying to chow back Piano and not going to have any fun there as he'll get back through gym, get back to kitchen, and try to stay up. Neptune, though, that's finally somebody wins a gunfight against him. I thought he was about to go nuts again. 2 versus 1, though. Nasty's turn to try and clutch.
He might have got team shot. Like, there might have been a bullet from Abizi that helps.
I believe it. Yeah. No, because he's if it's been a 1-on-1, he's winning it. Just shouldering. That nade's going to change things a bit. We'll see if it's able to hit. That's actually not going to connect, so thought maybe that's the entry for him to get going. Not going to happen. Wins it and stays up. Time, though. The big thing. 15 seconds left. Simp able to close it out. Draws is probably thankful. He's like, I'm not another 1v1. Like, Lord help me.
And honestly, that was awesome to watch from Abizi, right? The dead nade, he's hoping. Nasty's hoping that just repositions Abizi for a freebie, right? Or at least a gunfight. But Abizi plays behind the bomb, right? And a lot of the times, you know, it's been a COD theory that there's some magnetism to some dead nades. And I'm not going to dispute that fact, but he plays it, right? He just waits for it to blow up, then slides. I mean, he would love to win that gunfight, was close to do so.
All these talk about aim assist. You're telling me grenades have aim assist.
Watch those things, dude. They have gravity to them or something.
Oh, Boozer does get his first. 04 still looking for his. We got a car in play for now from Simp as he's 8-3. And I mean, if it's Neptune on one side, yeah, it's Simp right now on the other. 04 is like, guys, this is my time. This is my time.
This is it.
This is my.
He's there.
Okay, there we go. First blood and first kill in for him. Now try and bring it back in a 3v4 is FaZe. That's not going to be happening because it's all on a BZ.
Yeah, they're trying, like, I mean, you had a BZ on the grounds, right? So you're just, a BZ's hoping one maybe goes his team's way, but they don't. They just both drop. So they try to time this pinch. All three of the players go at the same time. The BZ doesn't end up finding 2 kills. It's just both his teammates died.
Yeah, like right before he's able to get in. So you push it out to a 2-round advantage again if you're a Vancouver Surge, and maybe it'll be the same recipe for the victory. They can take the Surge. They can take the series. The guys are playing with some confidence, and it has been fun to watch. The Neptune show slowed for now. The rest of the team coming alive. Okay, this is a good old-fashioned square up, it's looking like. We're battling here on the point early on. It's going to go the way of FaZe. It continues to go that way. Nasty. Good luck in an early 1 versus 3. And yeah, we're guaranteed one of those every Skyline.
Well, I think we had one of those, right? Surge was able to win it earlier in the map, but this time, FaZe are just like, let's do it again.
This time they're able to take it. They got eyes on Nasty. Bullets into Nasty. Trying to get a wide angle, but not able to find anything, and time continues to dwindle. He's got damage into multiple players, but finally they will cut him down. Nobody wanting to give away a free kill there from FaZe, just toying with him and finally able to shut it down and bring it back.
Yeah, not much over in that round. Just a good old A hit for both sides. 4 versus 4, stuns, nades, you're hoping you have trophies, whatever it is. That time, no, FaZe able to win it.
Draws. Maybe a little flustered early. Well, he was just laughing it off, but a couple of 1v1s don't go his way. He's just hoping to get a little payback on a Neptune. We'll see if he gets some as we get deeper into this. I mean, he probably has the play in the grand final when he just marches up mid and ends up killing 3. A couple free kills while a guy in an RC shoots one in the back, kills a guy at the grapple, but just the ability to make it insane. First blood, though, again, is going to go to Semp. He's on double digits now. And they're trying to bring it back to 4-4. Really no presence towards mid-map yet for Surge.
They're like, you might just have to like plant the bomb A and, well, play the 3 versus 4 retake with bomb down. Just kind of the way this round is playing out, because FaZe is going to give you nothing. Like, you're hoping to find a pick, maybe somebody on rotation. FaZe is pretty much just saying, play the objective. Once that happens, we will go. Here comes the push, though. The timing on point. Stimp finds his second in the round.
I think they're thinking literally exactly what you're talking about. We're giving them nothing over here. They know they're going to have to go to A, and you just hope you catch the timing, and it's a perfect timing. Right as they're going for the play and able to do it, so... That was kind of awesome to see, though, as you're talking through like what they're thinking. Yeah, FaZe clearly thinking on the other side. That'll bring us to 4-4. But no, just a good job from FaZe, just making sure you don't get that freebie that brings you back to 3-3. I know we've both been frustrated. A lot of teams doing it that this year. FaZe has been guilty of it. You get that nice first blood, you're in a good spot, and then you start to throw things away. But clean little slide and pop there. Nasty's head just gets plucked with the final.
Yeah, team shot on point, but what, Sim 3 in the round again, especially that first blood.
Is he on 12 now or 11? 12. And Neptune, who was what, like, wasn't he 8-1?
8-1, yeah.
Big 8-1. He's slowed down a bit, and well, Sim started to take over, and probably a big part of why we're now tied up 4-4. Waiting for some of the utility to get exhausted here, and now we get to the battle. BZ trying to get aggressive a couple times under there. Neptune has number this time, playing a little bit more patient. He's able to catch one. 04 hasn't been able to really find the openings and timings he would like, and that's a combo we have every Skyline about somebody. Just not working out for 04. Nasty trying to bring it back in the numbers department, able to get one and does get away with his life. Finding an opening, maybe is Abuza. Nice shots in. He saw the other one as well. Draws it in trouble. He's going to need some help. Abuza can't get the angle with the kill yet. He doesn't get back the full, and BZ comes through with the help. Nasty gets one. You're nearly able to pull off a little comeback in the 2 versus 3, but Draza, if he drops Draza there, it gets done.
That's it, and Draza doesn't lay over Chow. I mean, it literally comes down to that, because then what a BZ has to reach out, but he's full health, so he's just good enough, and that's what we talk about, just like, your bait and switching in this game has to be on point, like similar to Cold War. I think we're starting to see that more and more. And well, doesn't surprise you to see FaZe in this position.
Yeah, they're pretty good at that title. Well, they bring on 3 straight rounds now, so they were down 2-4, now up 5-4. One more round to take a 2-0 edge. Unless Surge can get it here. take us to around 11. Trying to deal with the car, able to do that clean from Neptune. Just going to take the plant here early. It'll be the 4-on-4 retake in a second here. Nearly a fastball to Abizi's forehead, but does spot him getting into Gem. 04 a little bit worried about getting caught by Simp. Not able to hold the angle, but it's Nasty that is able to, and he'll get that first blood on to Abizi, so we're a step closer into the round 11. Cell gets the kill at least. Not sure if he was going to finish that one before he dropped, but able to do it. Simp's got the info. There's one deep, trying to take out the trophy, and then maybe the player with the nade, but he's able to take out the trophy and the player in the same sequence. Time, though, dwindling. Simp able to get another. It's actually Draza that'll finish it off. Last guy he saw deep in spawn, which was Abuza. Abuza going to reposition. Now try to catch it. Checks bomb. Doesn't see him. Still enough time there on the clock. Did he hop? I don't know if he did. I think he got on it. Yeah, just a second late.
Close, though.
I think it was a second late. Yeah, dude, it was so close.
And that's just in the comment. You have to hop.
You have to. You have to.
If there's just a sliver of hesitation.
I mean, that was literally point one. It was so close. Surge survived though, and now we go to around 11. Holy. I was just honestly, all I was doing was staring at the clock when Abuza swung. I was like paying attention to what was happening with the shooting. I was just staring at the timer. Just to see if they got on it. Yeah, just a hair late. They won it in around 10 last time they faced off in the map 2. This time, we're going the whole way to around 11. Sip with 13, Nasty and Neptune, the duo there with 11. It's offense for Vancouver Surge. In 04, he hasn't had the best map, but it's going to be a double nade that's going to hit, and Simp will be ripped out of it. If you're going to kill somebody over the course of this map, right? It's the one you want to get out of it. Simp gone. Neptune is on his back. Hoping maybe somebody peeks, and yep, he got what he wanted. Neptune with another phase falling apart late. Surge taking over. Neptune just trying his best to stay alive. Nade might keep him up. Honestly, the fact he stayed up that long sets up Nasty to get a kill. Oh, on draws now, 1 versus 3.
Needs a couple of freebies here, and I just don't think you're going to get it. You have a very tight setup here from Surge. He's having a map on 6 in a row, has both weapons, but as soon as he slides into a lot of bullets, and Surge able to clutch up in the round 11.
They'll get it done. I mean, after you had 4 straight rounds, or sorry, 3 straight rounds from FaZe, looks like they're going to run away with it, but a huge round 11 there, and you think about the one round, and round 10 comes down to the 0.1 seconds. You think about a couple of 1v1s that happen. Draza versus Neptune, and both of those early on. Neptune keeps him in it early, and he closes it for him late. He ends up putting up 12, and yeah, I mean, the one guy you hope you catch with an nade just gets sent the hell out of the lobby with the map he was having. 13 he drops, but no impact late. Draza, I mean, he had some frustrating 1v1s, but it's 1,700 damage. I mean, he was shooting.
Nasty on the other side. He's got almost 2,000 in that. I mean, 04 is just not a great map, but it doesn't matter. You get the first blood with the nade. In round 11, your team keeps you in it, and yeah, it's just the early start. It's the early start from the 1 versus 1s, the Neptune plays, him and Nasty, just sort of, they were up 3-1 from those 2 alone.
No, you saw it. He's like, 04 had 2 first bloods and 4 first deaths. Yeah, he's going to be that guy. It's going to work out sometimes it's not. But so far, it's playing out very similar to what we saw last time these guys faced off. We're tied up 1-1. Last time Surge were able to take the 3 and 4 and take the series, which was a surprise to us and sort of the beginning of their little tear here in the second set of qualifiers. But we continue on the minor. Before we get to map 3, though, we'll kick it to the desk to talk about that Surge and Hardpoint.
Thank you very much, Maven and Merc, and congratulations, Vancouver. You're exactly in the same position you were in when you beat Atlanta the first time. Atlanta wins the hard point, but now you steal the search and destroy. Neptune in 04, very fun to watch. And 04 mentioned, when I'm popping off, he's going to have an off game. When I'm having an off game, he's going to pop off. This was Neptune's turn.
Yeah, this is an awesome game here. And, for Vancouver, we've seen a couple Skylines now back-to-back where they've just struggled a little bit, trying to figure out how they wanted to approach it. And I think the way they adjusted in their final 2 offenses were awesome, right? We're just going to kind of play slow, Booza deep in the spawn, and just get that rock down, win from there. And then in the final round, they're like, okay, we're on offense again. Let's do a similar strat. Let's play aggressive through mid this time and catch a player, which they get the double nade in. And then Neptune ends up finding a following kill. So just awesome played by Surge and a team that clearly is making adjustments mid-map.
Would I ever want to be on attack round 11?
No. Well, actually, you would. On Skyline, you would. On Skyline, you would. Any other map, I'd probably say no, but on Skyline, you'd absolutely want to be on attack in round 11, just because you just have so much pressure when it comes to banging it on the side of A. But for me, like for Surge, I just really appreciated that you brought up like the adjustments that they made, because that was what was worrying me, is they were banging out so early in this map. But what that set them up for when it comes to this round 10 and round 11, like you said, is they could just stop for a second. And for Atlanta, they started to get antsy. They were like, dude, like this has not been the pace we've been playing the first half of this game, and that allows Surge to get that opening to pick and get that first blood. And that's also important for the Vancouver Surge, because they're the best opening duel win rate team in the game, but bottom two at converting it, so clearly working in that category.
Does this get in Atlanta's head at all? Can you rock this team mentally? There's no crowd to worry about here.
I mean, you played them on, like, this is the exact same situation. Joe and Clint were talking about it, and guess what the map 3 was? It was protocol. They got bopped on that last time. So it's setting up for, like, a similar story in this one. I hope we go the distance this time, though.
Nameless, I got a pen for you.
Okay, well, I got to use this pen. But I'll take this one, too.
Draw some conclusions. Let's go to the graphic.
Yeah, so on this map, we all know the P4 rotations are the biggest thing, right? So we're going to watch actually both of them. We're going to talk about what happens here. I saw some tweets saying the spawns were crazy. So let's jump into the mini-map. You see a BZ. This is the guy that we're going to be focused on. But it's the 2 players here, right? So you got 3 and 2 here. You got Booza and Nasty. And what happens here is Nasty plays a little bit too aggressive, pushes through. And since the main spawn on this hill is back here, when a BZ ends up finding both these kills, and he's at the statue here, he's influencing this, right? So when those 2 players die, they end up spawning out, and then FaZe gets the spawns here. Just a great play by a BZ, and I would love to see Nasty just kind of reposition here. There's only 19 seconds left. By the time you break on in, you're only going to get 12 seconds here, right? So he finds these 2 kills. That spawn's available near P2, and a BZ's influencing, so they spawn all the way out and kind of botch this rotation by a little bit too much aggression, and we'll jump into the next P4. It's just an awesome execution by FaZe once again. So let's pause it, jump to the mini-map. So
a two-parter.
Yeah, two-parter. We're going to talk about it. Listen, Simp has the streak. He's calling it in right here, right? This is Draza. He's looking at top window, just trying to get info, see who's up there, maybe get a pick. 0-4 peaks because the streak comes out and he doesn't want to die. He gets peeled by Draza in this situation. And what happens here is after he dies to Draza, he spawns up. Simp redirects the streak to kill him off spawn once again. FaZe are going to flood through here to try to pick up the back spawns and block it. And meanwhile, while doing so, you see Selim, he comes up and just absolutely rips a Booza out of the window. So just amazing execution here by Atlanta FaZe, and I would have loved to seen Surge play a little bit more tight around the hill, or at least have one other player there, right? Because in this situation, it's like you got 2 players inside the other building, and now the player in hill is just alone. He has to soak time, and you're getting pressured in the back by the tiny terrors. And so you lose spawns, you end up losing both P4s, and what was a very close game, you win one of those P4s, you probably run away with it.
Yeah.
Atlanta FaZe taking our first respawn, and we have 2 more coming up after this one. Control will be our game 3. Before we get to that game 3, shout out to the fans. We had somebody submit their setup for the day on Twitter, and here's how beautiful IOU Turtle setup is. He's got the quick scope. That, of course, is going to show you the stats and map at full time, as well as our live.
This is my guy.
This guy's locked in.
He's been in the chat for years. He has all the stats, man. If you need some stats, hit him up. Then you can see he's absolutely dialed.
I'm a 3 monitor guy. I'm about to become a 4 monitor guy.
Yeah, that's
screenshot.
Crazy.
Well done.
Looks like Clint with every MMO in the world.
Is that enough, Merc? Is that enough screens?
Yes, that is way too many for me.
I do 3, but I have like the wides. Well, I used to have that super ultra wide.
I have a 3rd, but I just mainly use 2. Like I put like.
Yeah, I need 3.
Stuff.
I need 3. Just for streaming, I need 3. Like I think
shows that he's got the watch parties up and the mainstream. He's got the stats.
I love it.
Yeah,
Respect.
Guy's locked in.
Respect. Twisted. Absolutely twisted. As we continue to focus on this series, see if Surge can do it again. Get a win over FaZe. Tied up 1-1. Nice little clutch there. Well, clutch early in the search and destroy, and some clutches late in the search and destroy. Get it done. But you were able to win this last time if you were Vancouver Surge, and then, yeah, we've talked about it a bit, but they're not going to get the Protocol map 4 where they absolutely dominated. But they look strong here. Last time we saw them.
Yeah, I mean, they actually did dominate this one, too. Yeah, this has been their go-to. 2-0 on this with the new lineup is Surge. And for FaZe, this is what they're focusing on this major qualifier. This is the only control map they played. I think at Major 1, what did we see was sort of their Hacienda dominance. Probably just not trying to show that too often again, right? Sort of that 4-sub meta.
Yeah.
They're probably just trying to say, all right, what's going to be our second map when it jumps down to
Let's hope people forget about them.
Yeah, I didn't, so.
Let's see if people forget about it. Let's continue to play this, but we get right into the fray at mid-map. Two people taking routes early for Surge. One is going to get plucked. The other player will eventually be Neptune. Neptune's going to get caught as well. So good setup and communication for Atlanta FaZe to deal with stuff in the early going. As, more often than not, they're going to have one body on it and play around kills. This time, though, they're going to stack up two. They're both going to get fried off. You don't get that second bit of progress done, and that's a clean 4 down for Surge. That allows them now to get forward. Now, what can you do with this? Because these moments so big on both sides.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is normally what FaZe is so good at, is getting out of these traps and then getting into ammo, right? Controlling their top windows and then fighting a point from there, and that's just a great example of it. I mean, normally that is just, it's the worst place in the world for a lot of teams. Just getting trapped, playing around the pillars. They use their stuns, they find the first couple of kills, and they get out.
Yeah, Dross is just like waltzed out like, where are they at? Drops, and then everybody else finds kills after that. So yeah, it went pretty clean. And yeah, I think just honestly, since the inception of Control, we've talked to them being good at that. Honestly, since like Control was first introduced. Well, okay, may not be a 4, but once the 3 came together, that has been something they've always been really solid at, just avoiding those moments where they're getting pinned in deep and a minute suddenly getting milked off of the clock. But they were pretty good at that title too, since they won a championship.
They were.
At least you talk about the Tiny Terrace. But 28.8 on it, 04 though, inside their building, able to get the kill from up top. We go 2 for 2 on either side of it. Raza just trying to buy as much time as he can.
Yeah, on the other side, it's
Abizi.
Abizi's on 4 in a row. He's just been living pushed up, just pretty much splitting the map. So
this
his
is his
teammates
house.
know. Yeah, it
this
really
little
is.
This little lane, he's just always there.
Yeah, he's blocking the spawns. You're pretty much spawning them towards the B point. What does that do? Focus on the zips, focus on the flank, and now A point almost done. There is a contest. It's actually a huge gunfight, and Droz is able to win it. So he gets a revenge maybe on that 1 versus 1 versus Neptune. Secures the A point, gets the 1-minute extension, and now guess what? Abizi, he's pushed up towards B. He is still alive on 6 in a row, finally taken down.
I think he's one of the best in the world. Just that when you're on offense here, just playing that A side. Like
he's always there.
He's really good at just not throwing his life away, influencing spawns, going on sprees. Like we've seen a lot of playmakers do that, but I feel like sometimes people just get a little too overzealous, like push a little too deep into spawn, try and hunt for kills. Like he's just good at sometimes not doing much, but doing a lot at the same time.
Which is odd, which is like normally not really his playstyle in the past, right? It's more of like a sim thing or like a Shotzi.
Sure.
Like you never have really seen Abizi kind of on his lonesome, on his island, playing for kills.
Usually he's just running and headbutting people. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's kind of awesome to see on this map how it develops, and it develops into an offensive round win for Atlanta FaZe.
No, I mean, it was pretty good stretch there on the defense side for Surge, but I mean, it comes down to really as 2 moments for me. I mean, early, when they could have got pinned in for a while and a lot of time gets wasted, they get out of that really efficiently, which we touched on. And then just really that stretch from Abizi to influence spawns the way he did. You just keep one person on it, keep the clock alive, eventually get the minute extension, and then, yeah, I mean, the fact that Abizi's alive throughout that entire transition from capping A and also able to flank B, and then you mentioned Dross's one-on-one win he had as well.
And it's a tough call for the defense, right? Because I think what a lot of people opt to do is just sort of leave them, right? Because you can leave them, right? You can use the zip lines, go to either ammo or inside the house, and then fight the A point. But it just always feels like FaZe pick up on those pinches, selling him in the top window time and time again.
They carry a couple little sprees for FaZe over into this one, but nothing close enough to a streak yet. But we'll see if eventually maybe gets there. So he's on 5 straight, but had that streak in the map 1. It ended up being kind of massive for a break. Streak will come to an end there though. Now you're mounting up your first real push towards an objective, likely if you are Vancouver Surge. Nasty does get one. He's got the read there back to the grapple, but it doesn't amount to much. Abuza sneaking his way through the doorway, able to get one as well. Nice little snap there on the simp, but he's going to relocate for now.
Yeah, this is sort of like that Abizi area. Obviously, he would love to have an SMG because that's what's going to happen. Abizi's just going to slide, take that fight, and then you're going to get that player off the A point. But that's the setup that you're looking to do. Pause the clock, get a player on A, but well, FaZe deal with it. They find all 4.
And so far, yeah, looking a lot better than the last time they faced off here. The Surge were just dominating, but they can still hit another gear. Booze, I thought about to get caught chasing, but able to get gun up with a pistol in time. Now time, really against him. Just over 20 to go, and you can see sort of the desperation to push out to A and get onto the point. They got to deal with Simp though. And Simp is dealing with them. That'll be 3 for Simp. That'll shut down their push. Goes to get all 4, not able to do it, but Weekends one up as Abizi's able to finish it off. Just try to keep them staggered, not able to push out towards the point. Speaking of that, it's going to be Cell on the other side, trying to also just keep staggering this. Nice patience out of him.
They do get to be, though, right? Yeah, well, they're on both points, so maybe you're hoping he just finds it, Joe. Gets some bad timing, but able to find that pitch. But yeah, the time is there. 0-4 able to find a double. He's just desperation time. Is like, we got to get this 8-point done. And, well, they might have. You might have to give this up if you're Face.
An insane sequence there from Surge, you know, from Cell's POV and the triple from Simp. You're thinking it's done, but they're able to get out. They get them in extension. We're even in live. So real chance for Surge to do this. Map just got flipped on its head. Cell snaps, but can't win the fight. Hits him down to 9 HP. You're on B. It's starting to work this forward. I think you got 2, maybe 3 players on it. It's moving pretty quickly. That first tick about to be done. Neptune trying to just get that finished. Well, or not. Now back to it, and it doesn't actually end up getting finished, I don't think.
No, I don't think it's done quite yet, but they're just trying to control top middle, and that's what FaZe is fighting time and time again off spawn. Just trying to get there. Just making sure that they have those angles cut off. They can put nades onto the point. But you're winning the gunfights near the hill. And what, now you're down 3 lives if you are FaZe. Make it to 28 seconds to go, right back onto the objective.
5v6 for FaZe here. Simp trying to go nuts. He's at 20 and 13. Trying to get some help from his teammates. They're able to do just that, but you win fights on both sides. 0-4 able to slide out. Timing doesn't work out for Simp. They only have 2 people left. It's going to be Abizi and Draws trying to clutch up in the 2 versus 4. A chow from Bees. Abizi nearly nasty, but Draza is able to get the kill. Now down to a 2 versus 2. 10 seconds to go. The timing not there, but Draza there with the help. The little 2-man game from Draza to Abizi, simply too strong. All on Neptune. He had his surge clutches. Can he do it here? Not going to happen. Draza gets his revenge into control, and that is a nutty finish to the round.
I mean, that is unreal from Draza and Abizi. Just talk about that 2 versus 4. Abizi wins the first one. They know his location. Draza's like, all right, I'm going to look over you, try to back up to me. Draza gets a pick. Both of them weak. They read the flank, and you're just too separate. Too separate if you are Surge. But it doesn't get much better than that.
Oh, that was disgusting. I mean, I didn't even see that Draza, like, tailed him when he went back. I thought Abizi was caught when he mantled. I thought he was dead to rights. And suddenly he's alive, and Draza's got the pistol kill. That was disgusting. Unbelievable stuff as they pull off that 2v4. Or 2v5, maybe. Crazy stuff out of them there. No, 2v4, right? I saw the 3 streak and the 2 streak. I was thinking 5 or something. Yeah, no, 2v4. You almost got it done if you were Surge. So close. I have a pretty solid start to the round, but now it's going to be Simp kind of in Abizi's home. And this is what I'm saying. Usually players get like deeper like this. Actually, Abizi sometimes I feel like doesn't opt to. Like he plays a little bit safer.
Well, all it is just blocking spawn, right? They can watch it from that angle. So what this forces Surge to do is, do we climb up top mid? Do we try to go all the way through Zip? Right, and this is just wasting time. It allows your ARs to hopefully pick up that pinch, but you do find the kills, and then you give them no angle from that window. So you pretty much just flip the map, play it from that side.
It just turns into a 2-lane map.
Yep.
I mean, it literally just becomes 2 lanes, at least off a spawn. But they're able to deal with him. I mean, you've only got, what, like a tick and a half here. Abizi's going to see a lot out in front of him. That's not going to turn into much for him. As we hop back over to Cell for now. His hip fire hits real well.
Yeah, real well.
Real well with an AR in hand, but not able to win that fight. Neptune will get the last laugh, and he's still up and out and about. Simp, we'll see what he can do as he's just pausing the clock for a little bit. Maybe going to be hunting for some kills, but time going to become a factor now. It's been the same way with both teams, really. A lot of the objective work getting done in sub 30 seconds. At least you're talking about your first point. Some clutch kills, though, for Vancouver Surge. May slow this down. Cell trying to give a chance, though.
Yeah, and then Abizi, they come off spawn one more. But I think without this sort of sim play, maybe just pausing the clock, winning a gunfight beat, putting that player off spawn, the round might be done, right? But he just pauses it for so long, gets his teammates out of that area, out of that scenario. Well, Mace, Surge have to focus on him, but speaking of Simp, snaps on 0-4.
He's having quite the series. Maybe pissed off he went -15 last time they played, but 24 and 16 leading the way in the lobby right now. right back to work on this side of it, but now we're going to focus on B. Not really trying to push spawns out that side, trying to look for your ideal setup to capitalize on B, but what's got you chuckling?
Well, I mean, just the fact he even goes. I mean, he gets caught, but the fact he goes for that gunfight. He's got an AR in his back pocket if he wanted to use it, but gets caught. Nasty able to take him down. He's going to keep his forward position, so Surge not out of this. 40 seconds left, 9 versus 9. Again, just trading out inside of ammo so they don't get trapped.
All right, give me a round like last time. Bring it down to the lives. Give us a little S&D round. See if it gets there, but time. It's getting low. 25 to go, but they're able to get 3 kills. Last time it was Cell, kind of with a clutch double to get him in position. This time it'll be Draza. They'll flood back towards the point. Cell will be by himself on the other side of it. He's probably going to have to get involved, though, as the rest of Surge going to be sending it on towards the phase trio on the objective. Simp just pausing the clock for now. Draza is able to get one. Easy will be playing from that steps heady. He's stunned up. Draza will get caught out. Simp still just tucked away.
I feel like they have to go now. You're
First
down
pick
a
is
man.
done.
You're down a man. Yeah, so it was a 3 versus 3 on the point. One player off spawn, but there was only 3 for Surge. So they try to send it, but FaZe were ready for it. They win the gunfights. They win the map 3-0.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe they take Cell out of the play, but he's still got eyes top middle. So they try to like cut it top mid. He's actually able to get one late in that. I thought they kind of bullied their way from the front. Maybe they win that fight, but that was really their only chance to do it. Not able to break through. And well, where you dominated this particular map in mode last time in this matchup, not able to do it again. It is all Atlanta FaZe this time. Granted, there were some really, really tight rounds. Like there were some battles.
I said a map 1 or round 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, round 2 is in 3. I think it's they were close. A couple of plays go their way, and they're winning those.
And even round 1 was pretty solid from Surge until like the A cap. Like they had him down to like 20 or so seconds until FaZe just had that beautiful transition in play from BZ. But you play him tight. That's one that doesn't really feel like a 3-0 in the control, but that will be the end result. And I mean, you did get outslayed quite a bit over the course of that, considering you play 2 defenses if you're Surge. But some really good offensive pressure out of Atlanta FaZe. It felt like when they needed somebody to come up with a double or a big play to get them out of a spot, they were able to do that. And that's 2 defenses where Surge really they were never making an impact on the FaZe spawn. No. It was the other way around, like the entire time. There was that one opportunity in round 1, and that's it. I think usually you get a couple of those chances. You get a couple chances. They did not.
Yeah, and I think our teams are just getting better and better at sort of clearing that area. Remember, it used to be just such a pain for everybody to try to get inside.
Well, it's clearing it, but also just avoiding like 3-4 downs.
Yeah.
Well, 1-4 down, and you're in that, or close to being in that. For the most part, they were able to avoid that. There weren't a lot of like clean sweeps just from Surge throughout the course, whether it was offense or defense.
Maybe most importantly, they made Neptune look a little human.
Yeah,
17 and 27, and just trying to stop his playmaking. But I think the way that happens is the way those offensive rounds are set up. Right? When you do get them spawned out towards B, there's only so many limited options that he has. Some of those gunfights are just tough with a sub. Like, you have to be in your areas on protocol with a SMG, or I mean, everywhere you look, there's an AR staring at you.
No, I would love to go look between like the 2 offensive rounds for FaZe, like how much time in the rounds, like you had a BZ or Simp just like either pushed up playing back house or like that A lane house. It had to have been most of the round. Like, and that just does it cuts the map. It makes everything really predictable. Like you said for the ARs, like you know exactly what you're watching, where they're coming from. Like it simplifies the map big time, and that's usually when I've talked like Crowder, talked about the FaZe team. It's simplifying things, like keeping people in front of them, playing it straight up as possible, and they're able to narrow the map there. So beautifully done. They'll take the advantage 2-1. A reminder of the bracket while we wait to get going into this map 4. This is how we're looking so far. Only team to move on to a semifinal so far is Ravens after their 3-0. Excited to see how they continue. They'll have a date with Thieves or Cloud9 tomorrow. FaZe looking to close this out and move on. We got 2 more matches. We got Ultra Optic and Thieves Cloud9. What do you think about the 2 other matches today?
I mean, I think I kind of said it yesterday. If there was a team maybe in the top 4 you want, if you're Optic, it's probably Ultra. It's a team they've beat in the past with Hoot, but yeah, it's just so hard to.
Yeah,
even the match versus yesterday versus Vegas, it was close. There was a lot of close maps. It had a chance to go to a game 5.
It was not pretty. No, it wasn't.
And then the other one, I mean, like you're thinking these, but Cloud9 have been slamming people.
Yeah, outside of what, the Vancouver match that went to 5, like they've just been, like Sunday matches just slamming people 3-0. I know it goes a distance yesterday, but like when they're winning maps, sometimes they are just.
Well, and they stopped. I mean, they stopped a rocker reverse sweep, which a lot of teams have not been able to do. Right?
True.
They go up 2-0, they lose next 2, and then it was like a 6-1 map 5 right, on that protocol. So they made some big improvements there.
Well, I mean, about the Optic match, you said to me, you're like, this might be like you win one like this might be the one that starts to get a little positive momentum, right? Like this could be a huge win for them in this sort of ramp up, whatever, comeback whole story. Like it could be if they're able to do it, because you can't take too much out of yesterday. From a positive standpoint, yes, it's a win, but a winner or ultra would be a little bit different. See if they can get to a Sunday. They're gonna be trying to do it, but focus back to this series. Neptune, the map 1, he had a monster effort. Unfortunately, they lose that by 40 or so. Ends up going to time on Vault. But one of the changes in this series, first, the last time they played, we have Hacienda instead of Protocol, and that was where Surge were able to close it out on the Protocol hardpoint. This time, they're trying to avoid getting knocked out of the tournament on Hacienda. Who's your big player here for Surge? Like, who do you think's gotta have a map? I'm going Nasty. I think Nasty. I think Nasty got
even last map, but he's been solid. I think you look at the subs. I think it is 0-4 Neptune.
Okay.
I think they have to try to match the output you're getting from Zimp and Abizi. Not easy to do, never has been.
Nope. Kind of changed the way we look at some duos, that is for sure, but we'll see if they are able to match it. As Abuza lies in wait, we get back over to Neptune, and he's dying off spawn. I'm loving that. So you got a couple people hunting you. You're able to deal with one in Simp, but you know Abizi is still loose, and that's a great stun.
Yeah, it's all the info. And what Abizi's trying to do is flip spawns for P2. They're just trying to get through lobby, but the spawns were already up. But a great job by Surge hunting them down, not allowing that spawn flip to come in. We know how much time you can earn here towards this P2.
Twitches, sound,
Nasty setup. Simp, awkward one with the stairwell. Doesn't see him standing there, just gets bullets to the back of his brain. All the utility in the world trying to slow them down. That stun hits beautifully, and that's just freebies. Good use. Like you always say, hit your bumpers. Doing exactly that is Nasty Neptune. Hold off that onslaught. Start to build up in this lead. Up 30 or so. You get a solid hold here. You've got a really good looking lead early in this. Here comes the 3-man hit, but it's all from one direction. You should have the numbers to shut it down, but Draws his multi-kill. Maybe enough to do it. Draws to get a third, not able to do it. One last one-on-one. Cell will take that. I guess he'll get the final 10 or so seconds. And the only person on rotation is going to be BC.
Yeah, as I say, well, spawns flip, right? You control the hill, you get the close spawns, but not what you want. So BC's just kind of on an island, just trying to do his thing, trying to make this a little messy for Surge around this P3. 28-point lead right now, but so far so good. Trying to hunt him down, buys enough time maybe for his teammates to get there, but it's the ARs, Abuza, Nasty. They find the first 2.
It just sometimes feels like the way they play, there's confident they can break on this map, especially on like a P3. They'll take whatever 10 to 15 seconds they can get, but it's not working out that way right now at all. This has been beautiful hardpoint so far from Surge. FaZe is going to be a team that takes some risk, maybe does some late hits, but if you can make them pay, I mean, it's always going to be that risk-reward type conversation. Nasty and Abuza lining things up and shutting it down. What a great hold here early. FaZe seem lost, Surge are dominating.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a couple of attempts. Like, you had that maybe like early P2 attempt from FaZe, but the break time doesn't come through. When you're late on rotations on a map like Hacienda, it's just not the easiest map in the world to find these breaks. And we've seen some big swings on this map. So 70-point lead. Feeling good if you are Surge, but things can turn quickly.
No, they certainly can. So I wasn't really trying to overhype, because this map, we've seen so many swings. And it's just a map that you can chain together 2 beautiful hardpoints. Now the kills seem to be going the way of FaZe as well. They'll have the early setup for basically the first time. How much of this time can they actually get? Some of the stuns and nades over top going to connect. How much damage do they actually do? Not going to do enough. The duo able to hold there. You have the 5 in a row if you are Cell. And well, with all this time, we're right back to a 20-point game. So they needed a rock hold, and it looks like they're getting it. We'll see if Neptune's water route, what it ends up doing, because you've got 2 that are already kind of rotating for FaZe, and you have all 4 hitting this again. So it should go the way of Surge. It should.
I don't know if Sen ended up getting the Hellstorm, just he was getting so much objective time. He was like a kill away. So that may have been, he did get it from the objective time. So There we go. Hellstorm secured, and that's actually big on this map. Plenty of places to use it. Well, they fight back there towards this P4. They were down 70, now down around 31 as we head back to P1.
That timing was disgusting for Abizi's. I thought he almost didn't even get eyes on him, but it's going to lead to him dropping anyway. Draws this streak, I thought coming to an end, but nice little snapper there to take out Neptune. We'll see when that streak does come in, as you were talking about, but after a really nice rock hold, we get into our second set of rotations, and Neptune and the Surge squad trying to answer back here. So get a couple kills inside of halls. Draws will get one and get out. That'll be what spawns back to Surge, and hardpoint control back to Surge. They're in a good position with 25 left.
Yeah, and this was the key to their early lead. When you did get someone pushed up through P1 towards P2 towards lobby, they hunted those players down, and Abizi and Simp on the first set didn't allow them to make individual plays, maybe flip the spawn. So that's gonna be the key again. Around 10 seconds left. Can they hold this rotation? So far, so good. But here comes the pressure from the Tiny Terrors.
Yeah, I think Cell got a lot of damage in there. Honestly, that's an insane chow on a Lambo Heady, but he got so much damage in. They're able to push in behind that. It's a big break from FaZe, and now a chance to swing this game and really get back in control. It's a big moment for Surge. Can they break back in? Can they put this game away early? Let's hear the comms from Vancouver Surge.
Okay, here. Nice, dig, on fire. Nice, man, bro. Go. I'll leave the back. Is it front? Yeah, I'm coming with you. Okay, go. I got them, go. They're gonna beat our mid, guys. They're gonna cut everywhere, okay? Be ready. There's no time on this road. Yummy. Wait. Take nothing light. I'm take your time. We got loads of time, guys. There's one open now, Sunday. Yeah, I go on. Three, I'm coming. Here, bro. Give me a second. Nice. I'm gonna pick up this up. Get your flash, bro. Office set. Nice. Back in and on time. Nice. Back in. Nice, bro. Last time if you want, bro. I'm 1 EP back in, bro. Go team. We have to go team. I have Wait, he's behind us. You're good, I have a streak. Back in. Save it. I'm saving. I spawn back. We spawn on the back square. We gotta play this time. Yo, top flag. Go plat. He went like office. No, he went office. Roadie. Yo, play this time. I'm playing. Abizi, team fight. Abizi. Nice. I'm leaving him. I'm going. What's up? I'm gonna see if I can kill close, okay? I'm gonna play outside. You're gonna play top mid, okay? Okay, wait, we should bang front with a streak. Yeah, they're gonna flank, bro. I'm running my low. That's fine, they're gonna run up. I'm streaking. Yeah, I'm streaking. I'm running my low. Yeah, I'm coming to you. Here, I'm with you now. So listen, one push out close down. Okay, and where you Nice. Open their side. Okay, last one really burn. Mid. I can fight mid. And one outside time, guys. One fire. Yeah. Last one front, guys. And they hit their side. Not line up close.
The rock hold for Atlanta FaZe the first time through is where they really brought this game back. You're thinking this time we have a streak, maybe we can get the opening here if you are Surge, but the streak doesn't lead to much.
No, I mean, well, it kills 04, right? But finally you're able to get in. And I mean, honestly, great listening there throughout, P2, P3, and P4 from Surge. Just great teamwork, and, well, they're able to hold on to this 60-point lead. Just behind a couple of big multi-kills. I mean, really, that P2, it was Nasty who found a double in like a 1 versus 2. It was Abuza who found like a 1v2 double to hold on to that time. So that has secured their lead, but FaZe still fighting on back.
I mean, it's been great, this hardpoint from Surge. You think about the sliding, it's not, I mean, there's not much of a gap here. We're talking 3 to 5 kills. It is not much at all, but you're holding on to the 60-point advantage. We get into our third set of rotations now. See if FaZe can flip the script or if Surge can close it out and get us to a map 5. Nasty on a little lurk play. Could be huge for him. 1. Dialing up the second. All 4 are going to drop. And yep, it could be massive, Joe. Right into first. They've got spawns. You got them spawning exactly where you want as well in FaZe. They're spawning out towards 3rd. Everything you want and more to seal the game right now. And Nasty is a shooter. Up to 22 and 16. And we're just moments away from this closing it out. It just all comes down to this second hard point.
Yeah, I mean, Abizi, so he does find one, but again, just hunting him down every single time on this rotation. They are finding the FaZe players. The last time through it got messy, but they were able to clutch on up with those close spawns. So you do get Simp in, but the big thing is you're at 235. All 4 players for Surge are here. Draws is on a pinch. He's going to find a double to deal with this, but you have the 2v2, and again, you see they're just taking their time. They know what they needed. Just one break, game is over.
Yeah, you got the closer spawns if you're Surge. You can send it here with numbers. They're picking them off at Rock. They're taking those fights first. We go 2 for 2 so far. Neptune hoping to find a timing. Cell is going to spot him. Cell is going to take it, but the last player standing will be Nasty. They close it out now, 10 seconds to go. Mid spawn in for FaZe, and they're trying to battle across. It's picked up by Abuza. We're looking into a map 5. They're shutting it down here. 4 looking for the final couple of kills. Not quite able to do it, but that will seal it. Vancouver Surge with the map 4 dub. Doesn't matter if it's a protocol, doesn't matter if it's Hacienda. They'll win the map 4. The difference here, though, it doesn't win the series. It buys them time to a map 5, but a chance to get back-to-back victories over FaZe, this time in the minor.
I mean, just a fun Hacienda hardpoint.
Yeah.
Really 2 different stories. On one side for FaZe, you dominated P4, right? Probably won like 100 to 10. On the other side, though, for Surge, you won all 3 P2s. Every single rotation. The second one where like the rotation, you had like crazy individual plays, 2-man play from Abizi and Zip. You were able to recover. You still kept lobby control. You retained the close spawns. And then again, it was Abuza and Nasty every single time when they were the last alive at those P2s. They found every single kill.
And you were talking about maybe the subs needing to shut down, the subs on the other side or step up. Like 04 doesn't really, but Neptune has himself a map at 400 damage. And then Abizi started, Rob, he was double negative throughout most of it. Get some kills late, but for the most part, he was silenced.
No, he was. I was just looking like, 4's damage just seems really low compared to the rest. I like, I thought it was like bugged. That was like bugged.
Honestly, 1300 is like insane for a hardpoint. Yeah, it's not the best map out of him. But the fact is, you got the win. And they let it throughout. I mean, yeah, there were some really good holds to the P4 that really got FaZe back into it. You can see that first one, they brought it back within 30, but honestly, you just still kind of held like a 30 to 80 point advantage throughout most of it. And you never really slipped up, allowed FaZe to make some crazy plays and chain together multiple hard points.
I mean, just look at the timing like that P3. You go from, 50 points there on the first P3. You get 30 points on that P1. Like the hills where you don't really put a ton of focus on. They're finding, you gotta find 30 seconds or so on it. That's the difference.
And the nice part, though, when you have like a big lead like that, you even heard it like at the P3. And it was like, let's get this time. They fought for like the final 10 seconds. They did that a couple of times where they just got like,
well, I think they were playing for the
14
Hellstorm.
seconds.
But the Hellstorm that's what they were playing.
True. But also, when you're up like 80, like, you can just take some scrap time and rely on a break. But yes, a little easier with the streak. It just fortunately takes out one of your teammates. And 04 was absolutely in the blender throughout that. Died to team streaks, died to everybody. But you got the map win, so you'll get the last lap there. But it's who will get the last lap in the map 5. A big one coming up. Winner gets to a semifinal tomorrow. Loser is out of it. We're going to protocol. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after the break.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
Well, hello there. We are back and ready to kick it into the map 3. A hot contest so far. Yeah, it's hot in the building. It's hot in the series.
You got shorts on today.
You're hot. Yeah, no, I knew it was going to be warm today. I had a feeling, so I had to pull out the quads. Look at these things. You think anyone's blinded? I've been
see through them.
I've been hitting the Peloton, though. There's some muscle there. I'm telling you, these things feel like a couple of rocks, man.
Okay.
I'm so sorry about that, everybody home. Hopefully no one...
Viewer discretion is advised.
Had their vision affected by the bright lights of my quads.
Here comes Scrap! We got Envoy!
He's in the close left, dead. Nice, good job. Yeah, I'm on shot. Tempus Freezer. Tempus Freezer when you kill me. I'm showing him. Oh. I was side door and it killed me. I was like right inside a side door.
The 2025 Vancouver Surge Team Pack is available now. Each pack includes home and away operators, as well as this weapon charm for when you have a bone to pick. Next time you boot up, suit up at the in-game shop.
That's that time. Yeah, we'll run him. I told you we'll run him, bro.
There we go. You saw, well, that's a reaction last time they beat him. And, you know, talking to Ray and some of the guys, like, they once F2 was in, the scrims improved immediately. Like, they got way, way better. And you heard they had confidence going into it. They knew they could beat that team, and they did it. Now another chance to do it. And what did Chris say before? It was like, out of the 15 last matches for FaZe, they're 14-1. The only loss has been Vancouver. The second loss might be Vancouver. This team is trending in all the right directions.
I mean, they're just playing sound Call of Duty. They really are. And then you just have the individual moments. But we'll see if they do it. We're doing a protocol search and destroy, which with this roster, they've been 2-0. You know, they were able to beat Cloud9 in that game 5, but here's map 5 metrics. Both these teams pretty darn clutch.
Yeah, no, they were literally, Joe, 6-1 at all 7 first bloods. They dominated that map 5. So last time I'm seeing them here, they looked really, really good. But yeah, for the map 5 metrics, this is how it has looked. Both teams been icing up. That's part of the reason you're able to get 3 wins at the tail end of that qualifier. 1 if you're Vancouver, and now you've done nothing but improve with this new look roster here in qualifier 2. But you take out Cloud9 in the map 5, you're on a 3-win streak in that. A little bit better for FaZe, but it's been a story. I mean, that's why we still think last weekend was someone saying, like, it's been all about map 5s all year for, like, everybody. We've had so many, and here's one more. And I was wrong. I thought today, like, for whatever reason, I was like, it's either going to be like a really fast day and people are just going to get slammed by the top 4 teams, or it's going to be like a real long one, like just gruelers. Now we've had a little both. 3 out of start.
Yeah, this was the one I think just because we've seen it, like, it's kind of new. Like, we all know how legit Surge has been, but yeah, just an updated bracket so far. We had Ravens 3-0 LAG, so they're moving on. You know, remember Ravens got to the minor final in minor 1. And then what, you got LAD's Cloud9 later on today. Up next, we have Ultra and Optic. And then, yeah, right here, game 5 to decide who makes it to round number 3.
What was the biggest question mark series for you? Was it this one? Just because Surge had the win last time? Or Ultra Optic?
Probably, honestly, maybe like these Cloud9 might be a question mark.
That's your biggest question mark, you think?
Well, I mean, I just want to see like how good Cloud9 is.
Well, I guess just because Steve's like 3-0'd him last time, I'm thinking, yeah, well, I guess we'll see. Like, how good is Cloud9? Every time I like think they're real good, then like a series happens, I'm like, no, they're not. And then the next series they slam somebody, I'm like, oh wait, maybe they are. They're getting close to convincing me. I haven't given them a lot of respect, but they're getting close. I want to praise Lamar and the improvements because I love that man. But we'll see. We'll see how they do today. Team's talking it through, fist bumps out, ready to go for the map 5. We go to protocol, and well, as you were talking about with Surge yesterday, like protocol in general, they've been very solid. What the first loss is just there, right? The control. Outside that hard point, Search and Control, they were undefeated coming into today. It gets ripped out of their series completely yesterday. You leave 2 protocols in if you are FaZe, because, well, they're quite good at them.
Yeah, you see why.
3-1 versus 4-1. But the attack rank for Surge, very, very good. And
yeah, you don't see a lot of teams have an opening duel win percentage over FaZe. Right, normally it's when we talk sort of about a BZ, highlight him, but on this map, see if they can keep that up.
And maybe, you know, where you really struggled if you were a 4 in the skyline, this is maybe where you can find your openings and be that playmaker we know that he can be. Neptune. Right to bottom grapple.
Simp was down there, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Honestly, we swapped it. I was like, Simp wasn't tucked away in the corner, right? Yep, he sure was. So he'll get that first blood. But yeah, we saw that right before we swapped, so got an idea of what went down. 04 is able to bring it back, though. Get bomb back as well. And that's one of those situations where you get that first blood. You're hoping you can do something with numbers if you're Atlanta FaZe. That's not going to happen. You equalize. And now Nasty, he's getting all the way through.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they just think this is an A hit. If you are FaZe, you have no info. BZ's seeing nothing, but bomb about to be planted at B. Nasty already back gun. This is going to be a tough retake here for FaZe.
Well, because I think they're thinking Simp knows he had bomb down. Simp dies, thinks they're going to grab bomb and just plant because no one's close, but it couldn't be further from the truth what actually happened. So yeah, they're full on rotating, absolutely thinking this is an A plant. And now this is like one of the harder B retakes you're going to see.
Yeah, and maybe the key here is going to be Abuza, right? He's just sort of on an island. You see FaZe looking around, they have no info, but they're clearing space. So like they know there's like a two-man setup somewhere. Cell's going to find it. Dronson trying to get a trade, and you are just wasting so much time if you are Surge, giving them absolutely no info throughout that round.
Every retake we ever see there, it's like the heli player. Like you're worried about the heli fight. Like this, they're like, okay, there's nobody there. And they're just two-man set up towards back statue. And yeah, I mean, that's just, you don't usually in a 3v3 get a plant that free there. Like ever. I was wondering, like, how are they going to break this? Someone just would have had to get fried. Like, Nasty, like, it gets fried off.
Yeah, and honestly, like, props to Draws because he ends up spotting Nasty, like, back down all the way back there. Doesn't, like, get caught on a rotation. I just thought, like, maybe their timings were off, but he does read it. But fact is, on the other side, when they were looking middle of the map, when they were looking heli, they saw nothing. So great round one there from Surge.
Yeah, especially since you bring it back in a 3 versus 4 after that first pick from Sep. That does not go where you want it to.
No.
That stun is just going to plop right in your teammates' faces. And what is happening in that round? It is chaos.
Holy shit, Surge might get sent home. Oh my God.
The trophy won the round.
Yeah.
Did it kill 2?
It did.
Was that like the first trophy 2-piece?
Oh my God.
I think like that computer thing blows up, it looks like. But yeah, it was from the trophy.
Yo, you hear that?
What was that round?
No. Well, BZ missed his stun and then it just got worse.
No, honestly, I didn't think it could get worse.
It got worse.
BZ literally like hits his team in the forehead with a stun. I'm like, oh, it can't get worse. It actually...
Yeah, you're hoping that trophy allows your team not to get stunned, but Abizi says, I'll just stun all of my team.
Yeah, what the hell? That's one of the weirder rounds you're going to see. 2-0 to Surge. Another, looks like Simp Neptune 1-on-1 this time, though. What, AR in hand, right? I think he had a sub to get to work last time. Maybe thinking he could catch him. The Simp thinks it's a sub type of fight, and he's got the AR to pluck him on the cross. I'm not sure, but... Gets down there, they try to work forward for space. This time, though, the rotation hasn't happened for FaZe. Very different sequence. So you do have Draza all the way at the back, but he is kind of by himself. I mean, Cell will be the guy that can rotate quickly, but this is going to be another B plant. More your typical setup, though, now around Kelly.
Yeah, it's just not much. You don't have much help if you're Draza. Really, you're just waiting on the tiny terrors. If you are the ARs of FaZe, I mean, you're trying to find some info, but Nasty's going to find a late flank. Normally, it feels like they're aware of this, but Surge is just saying, we're going to play around B, catching FaZe off guard. They are not ready for this. And again, in a retake, they have been given nothing. 20 seconds off the clock. Finally, BZ able to get involved, but 0-4
Oh my God.
This is beautiful to watch from Surge.
I told you, last time I watched them here versus Cloud9, they were disgusting. Like, they were a step ahead always. And
well, it's just so much A focus, right? And normally, and they have, outside of like Neptune, said screw it.
Yeah,
my vape is very handsome.
Him to make the right play, get info. Yeah, he gets caught the first time.
Brother, it's 3-0 right now, Surge.
Plays a little bit different the next time through. They, once again, just no fear, taking space up heli side, able to get the plan in. And
I'm on the phone.
Yeah, that late flank just catches draws, and once you lose him at statue, you got numbers.
Heard.
And normally that's like a play you look for.
Anyways,
I feel like there's always sort of a
stop dissing my vape.
Like
what is wrong
plays
with
around Zip, but maybe just due to Abizi and Sims.
What's wrong with you? Why are you dissing my vape?
Abuza is vibing. Okay, you get a first one. Okay, this time maybe looking good for FaZe. We'll see. They get the first 2 kills through headshots from Simp and Draws. Get bomb back and Cell able to win a big one. So Abuza now, well, he's gonna get a kill or die. That 0-0 stat line surely going to be gone.
Um,
Plant in now, Abuza for the 1 versus 3.
You're not very nice.
Was hoping maybe a trophy would kill all of FaZe again, but not gonna happen this time.
Like what I do.
I mean, talk about just two different tales of the tape here. I mean, on one side for FaZe, it's just sort of on offense. Let's
I
go.
ain't even doing that.
First time did not work. Just yeah, we all saw what happened. But on the other side for Surge, it's been about B.
I'm literally looking forward to us being done so I can go watch that round again. What the hell was that? I've never seen a kill feed look like that in my life. Unreal. But yeah, no, a convincing one and a much needed one.
Still crazy me trophies do damage. That's another conversation.
What was the title when stuns were doing like 20 or whatever it was?
Oh, Vanguard.
Hopefully
they were like 8 or something.
Hopefully that person got fired. 3-1. And a first blood. Nasty. Puts it to a 4 versus 3. And we'll see how they play behind this. A 4. Yeah, I mean, this is... I mean, everything he couldn't do.
He's living with FaZe. He's literally living with them.
Yeah,
Hello.
He 100% is.
What are these timings? Okay, Ford's
dude
gonna get taken down.
Yeah, eventually. But I mean, he's 6-3 though, where he was getting nothing done Skyline. He's leading the lobby right now. Nasty going for the plant, but we'll get to this 2 versus 2. Plant in, sliding right through his Simp. That's the first one. 1v1, Simp able to win. FaZe bringing it back within a round, but yeah, no, he's literally living with them. They were in the same house.
There was just no hesitation right there
Come
from
on.
Simp. He's like, all right, 2-on-2.
Come on, Surge, keep fighting. Keep fighting.
It was just watching a robot work.
Yeah, no,
Let's go, Surge.
He does. I mean, he had an incredible map too. Just got caught by an aid in the opening round 11. Probably a big part of why.
Vamos, Surge.
If you are Surge.
Vamos.
Simp now to 5-4. Back-to-back rounds for FaZe after being that early 0-3 hole. And they're like, okay, if we can fight on that
Viva la, Viva la Surge.
Yeah.
How the Mexicans would say it.
Let's just full stack B.
You like
Let's
that,
go
Unc?
4 and heli.
I'm coming.
You might see like
You're
a top
coming?
mid. They do that push from time to time, so that might be their next defense.
We'll see.
You got me.
So it looks on offense. BC is able to get across, but he does get spotted. So player inside out, so trying to reposition for now. And Abizi, just see how he wants to play this. Well, Abizi's gonna be able to get one, but Neptune just called round of maybe you were 5 HP. If Abuza drops, that quickly goes from dominance from Surge to a 2 versus 2.
So did Neptune just run out front door and like nobody watching top mid? I would have to go back and see that timing, but he must have caught something.
Honestly, we were just focused on like how the Abizi timing, and then Neptune gets it.
We love that.
Abizi, who we saw off the opening, get across top mid now. Will be the
only It's
a nitty slide, but
come on.
Surge kind of slow the bleeding there.
Yeah,
they
fuck
gave up
you.
A couple of rounds,
Wait,
they bring it back.
no,
Abizi.
What? God, fuck him.
He finds the opening, right? I mean, yeah, your subs are getting across. You're trying to work.
Surge is gonna do their stuff.
Yeah, I'm assuming he just finds
While you trolling like a bitch.
Either through front door, or he's zipped up.
It's probably a minor tournament.
Draws his setup elsewhere, and he's able to get behind them and find 2.
No, that's when the FaZe side is gonna have to watch and be like, how do we let that happen? 100%.
MC.
But a great play from Neptune.
Is so ugly.
As he continues to make great plays and sees.
Don't say that. You look like him.
No, I don't, nigga. Shut up.
4-2.
Yeah, you do.
It's 0-2.
No, I don't.
So funny.
He's got a baby face and a pedo
nasty
stash.
show. 0-4 stunned up early and pushing the steps pretty quickly. It looked like Abizi was trying to get active.
I would say I look more like 0-4 than I do fucking Cell.
So that's basically assist over to Abizi.
Yeah, that's what's so tough with that plat that you can just get seen from top windows still. And well, guess who's going to be there? It's going to be Cellium. So,
brother, you don't got a big ass forehead and a fucked up hairline. That is not you.
Distraction and get lost again.
I'll take fucking Donnie Temp.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's losing.
Over Cell.
Trying to do this. I do not know. That looks so awkward. He just snaps and hip fires full on forehead. I'll see if this turns into a play. Like, I thought this round basically done.
They're just trying to find this guy. Did Abizi finally see him? They're just trying. Literally, it's a 3-man hit squad to hunt down 0-4. Where did he go?
Yeah, Harold Houdini here. Oh, no, wait, does he get another one? Okay, no, he's like, listen, I tickle and I'm going.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No, Sip
has a Abuza in his arms.
With arms wide open.
Oh, no. Oh, this is violent. Okay.
I wonder what Sip is saying.
Oh, no. He's digging at me.
He was probably saying something obviously.
Yeah, like,
that
He's got back shots from Sim.
Dude, that is good.
That is good. We've had a couple over the last couple of weeks. With FaZe cheesing for now, but we'll see if they continue the smiles. There's still an all as we get deeper into this game 5. But we've had trophy kills.
Well, I think Draw's might his camera's frozen, so he's just smiling forever.
I'll be honest with you, I was looking at you after you said I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
So he's smiling forever. Okay, so despite win or loss, Draza might still be smiling. Not much to smile about though. He's 1-6.
So you're back to the same
Booze is 0-3?
These are the BZ. Simp's not here.
What the fuck?
And the motherfucker just got taken hostage, so that's a little crazy.
So, lordy.
Yeah, he went under. He went halfway.
Me personally, I'm not taking that.
04's just trying to get lost again. Draza finds him.
The trades are in.
Gets top before he finds him. Neptune then.
Oh.
Gonna have a BZ's number
That's a
again.
good trade from Abuza.
Sip and sell now to clutch up 2
Good
versus
shit.
3.
Hey, and he got out. That's great.
Subs from Surge on this one. They're just so quick. They're everywhere.
Can we talk about how well the Ravens played?
Back bottom spiral.
Really fucking good.
But you do turn it into a 2 versus 2.
That shit was a slammage.
And
it wasn't even like they were making crazy plays 24/7.
Nice counter stun there.
They were just playing Call of Duty right.
Oh, who won? Oh.
Is in for Atlanta FaZe. They bring it in the 2 versus 3. Draza's cam is unfrozen. The vibes are back.
If it's at A, I think
4-4.
Yeah.
100%. Any of these skirmishes, FaZe have dominated. But it's been elsewhere where Surge are finding their success.
No, 100%. We'll see where we go down the stretch as we get deeper into this one. Again, it's single elim for the minor. So loser done. Enjoy your weekend. Winner, chance to battle on for some CDL points and extra cash in their pocket if they can take the entire thing. FaZe won the first minor. FaZe won the first major. And they're on a Treyarch title, and they're trying to bring us back to Cold War, dial back the clock. They'll get another minor win here. We'll see if they can keep it going. Well, okay, this has been it. They've won it today, but you have the numbers right now if you are Vancouver Surge. This has been FaZe's home. The nade able to hit. If he's going to drop, oh my God, this time they dominate here behind the numbers.
This is beautiful.
That is a
Come on.
utility is massive from Surge, and that is a big round victory.
Yeah, I mean, the stuns of the info, right? You kind of know Sims close corner. Abizi's just shouldering there at the computer.
How does Neptune still not have a face cam?
Cooking that nade.
It's been 3 weeks now.
How much do you think you're delayed? Like, how many seconds?
From 04, because 04 had a dub in the map too.
Did you just 2 times or no?
Damage Hacienda hardpoint. He has not
I'm
had a
2
great
times
series.
right now.
Oh.
You step up like this in map 5, who cares? And props to him for his brushing off a couple of tough maps and having a big one in the map 5. We're not done yet though, but still so impressive at 11-5. I feel like we deserve around 11 at this point. Let's go the entire way. BZ right out to top mid again. RC is in play. I think due to sell shots, BZ does get across at least without being spotted, but I mean he's been doing it every round.
Now is Neptune in a car, or is this just like a little off angle from him? I think it is. Yeah, he's just chilling here.
He has one with that stairwell, Joe.
This is a crazy spot.
This might have worked out. The bomb is top middle.
Let's go for it.
Neptune's likely getting one.
No way. I'm behind?
FaZe! Fuck FaZe!
No way.
He's got to
Fuck FaZe!
Zay, no way.
Fuck FaZe, man! Ugly ass niggas!
Am I behind them?
Fuck yeah!
Am I behind? Did he get knocked out?
Yeah.
Don't tell me they got knocked out.
Yeah, they lost.
Oh my God! Holy shit!
They are the real deal. They move into a semifinal.
Viva la Surge!
Unbelievable work. I'm loving this new look Surge lineup. They are playing with confidence. It's just a hell of a call on defense around 10, right? Because they loved it. And I don't think you had much presence there outside like maybe one player spiral. Really
holy shit!
Well, they walk right into his arms. Set up for him, and you've got Nasty there. Make sure you get the second kill as well and retain numbers. But 04, what a map from him. Maybe not the best series, but an incredible final map. 12-5, and Nasty. I mean, he did have a solid series. He's there at 10-4. He's been so good, especially this particular matchup. I mean, he's been lights out against FaZe in both of these. It's been awesome to see kind of his resurgence. But yeah. No, we were having a convo, Joe. What? That was last weekend? Or was it? Wait, it was yesterday. We were just talking about, like, I'm like, they're the real deal. Like, oh, we'll see. Now you believe her? Now you believe her?
I was yesterday.
Okay.
I picked him in a win yesterday.
Okay. Well, you were a full believer. Now you're a full believer.
They were just seemed to have one really good map, and I just wanted to see what happened when they got beat out.
I know.
Yeah, but no, I mean 2 round 11s. It's big clutch moments there, and I mean, this is like still a.
Did FaZe play yesterday?
To go the distance with FaZe this way and kind of like outperform.
FaZe, Ultra Thieves, and
it really is. It was awesome to watch. They'll move on to a semifinal. FaZe bounced out of it.
Toronto
Yes,
didn't play
thoughts,
yesterday.
Serge?
FaZe did not
They bought out
score
spots.
80 points this minor. Did not think I'd be saying that. This is back-to-back wins over Atlanta if you're Vancouver, and you remain perfect with Neptune in the lineup.
Now I want to see them versus LA Thieves. Like, now I'm trying to figure out, like,
Oh,
are
yeah, I
Surge
picked
the
up
boogeyman
Neptune.
of the top two? But, man, Neptune's spot in that round 11, unbelievable. That's
some
they'll
Challenger
never
cheese
see
right
me.
there.
They'll never see this coming.
I mean, I love this team, man. These guys are unbelievable. Even the way that they approach this, you saw early on, like the B pushes.
Does Optic play next?
Yeah.
And then Neptune and 04, like, those guys are so elusive.
I already got some food in me.
On the Skyline, 04 was able to get away with it.
I'm gonna have to sit far back. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah. You kind of have to spread a bit. There's just gonna be gaps in your setup, and they just find them every single time. Like even on their defense.
I gotta sit back away from my monitor, but you should be able to still hear me.
Playing for a kill at the middle gun, and FaZe just are not ready for it. Yeah, just really set themselves up early in this map to have some easy rounds late.
And I really appreciate it from Surge. Like, I didn't feel monotonous. Like, I felt like they kept doing different things.
Ellie Cat, shut the fuck up. Talking about monotonous. Nobody knows what the fuck that means.
PTSD.
Nobody knows what the fuck that means. Monotonous. Shut up.
Monogamous?
No. She said they weren't monogamous. Monogamous?
I don't think you know what word she said.
I can't even say it, but still, that's bullshit.
First round, like Sip dies down low, right? And then Surge just instantly leave that bomb, go all the way over towards B. And FaZe are probably sitting there like, what in the hell are these guys doing?
Yeah,
this is an extremely difficult retake. But yeah, you saw at the very end there, sets them up to just bang it. Sent all 4 players down low, which is super easy round to give them the 5-4 lead. But they ultimately close it out. But yeah, frustrating game for FaZe for sure.
That's now 14-2 for Atlanta FaZe in their last 16.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sunday, and we
Bye bye, FaZe. Now, if we lose, Thieves pretty much won the whole fucking series.
Congrats on the dub. Was it harder this time around?
Oh, definitely. It was definitely a grueler this time. I mean, that Skyline, you could say, technically we shouldn't have won it. They didn't defuse by like, what, 0.1 second? It's kind of insane.
And then talk to me about the final round of Search and Destroy. Whose call was it?
It was like a bit of everyone. I mean, I told Nep to use the spot. He used Heli. We haven't used that yet, so it was a nice little round 11, or round 10, should I say.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that is like a they'll never see this coming ass fight, you know what I'm saying?
No, hell no. Yeah, no.
I'm so glad it worked out for you guys, Nasty. I mean, the Search and Destroys have been unreal.
Bro, no way you find Ellie Cat attractive.
It's kind of been like you all are always on the same page.
Not.
Anybody try to take the lead,
She's
because
got
just in that
her.
round 11,
She's got her good days and her bad days.
Yeah, I feel
She got like that, like.
everyone on the team actually puts in input when it comes to
I don't know.
That hairstyle does.
Nah, even when she has a different hairstyle, I don't know, really.
on the map when there's space, so like
Her face is just ain't all there. I ain't gonna lie. That shit too sharp and too bony. I don't know.
Nigga, you was saying she was bad 2 years ago. Nigga, what are you talking
2 years ago? We didn't watch the video 2 years ago.
Yeah, we did.
1.3 this time.
You're telling me us together we watched MW2 together? You are lying out your fucking ass.
Yeah.
No, we started MW3.
Honestly, I feel like
By the time when I put you onto COD, MW2 was already done.
pretty structured. I'm pretty sure. I feel like FaZe are a very structured team, so I kind of
Bro.
know what they're gonna do. Because every good team kind of makes.
You're rage baiting right now. I'm pissing. It's actually working.
Less chaos is better for me, I guess.
I'm not rage baiting, bro. What are you talking about?
Alright, now I know you are because of the way you're talking. You sound dumb as fuck. What you talking about? What you talking about, bro? You sound dumb as fuck.
Real talk though, if you guys make it to the grand finals, who do you
You
think
want
could
to
be
kiss
playing
me
from
or
the other side
something?
of the
Just say
bracket?
that, huh?
Probably Thieves. They're looking hot right now.
Allie wants to see that match, so best of luck moving forward.
Appreciate it, guys.
That is nasty, and that is just the second match dub on the day. We still have 2 more to go. Allie, will we get more game 5s?
Yes, I think we will.
Cloud
At the end of the
versus
day.
Thieves, game 5.
Maybe not the next one, but the end of the day.
Wait, why not the next one? Who wins?
I'm not telling you that right now.
In the meantime, here is your Scuff play of the game. We got it ready for the one and only.
I fucking hate Ellie Cat. I already know she's going for fucking Ultra. She a little bitch.
Game 2 down a map. No problem this game, the confidence going into halftime, the epic nade from 0-4 setting it up.
Yeah, awesome double nade down low, and then kind of like re-wrapping, going back, getting that bomb down.
Why is my shit
Yo, Neptune was huge for playing his life after that kill. That motherfucker was finessing for a whole like 20 seconds. Like no lie.
Right, so you take your calculated risk, and in around 11, it can pay off.
We got 2 more matches to go, and the next one is about to be ready. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. When we return, Joe Deceives looking to drop a 60 bomb on Shotzi's face. It's Toronto Optic after this.
For the win.
Nameless is funny as fuck for the win.
Upgrade your game.
Ken played great yesterday.
He played good as fuck yesterday, bro.
He played fucking amazing yesterday.
Esports World Cup.
He was locked, cocked, and he was ready to rock. On God.
Brucey had 2 good search maps too.
Who the fuck would pay for that shit?
What?
For the fucking the RC to have like 2-3 stickers on the fucking car. Like what?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Bro, no way that's the actual thing.
It's literally a skin.
Enemy lines.
He's getting loose early every round. Like, do a little dance, make a little love. Who's standing now? Oh my God, here we go. They got the stack. Second tick is done. Bay's trying to go. It's moving so quickly. Can they get in and get Tess? They're soaring through. It's just about done. They get Tess is in. Shotzi kills everybody in front of him, but Bay's are able to get in. Getting a point, man. Here we go. Gotta hold with no respawn. They're holding for now. They win 1. Nobody left. Phase hold with no respawns remaining.
No, sim controller. Oh, yeah. Low motor strain preset.
Oh, yeah.
Like
oh, give me all the headshots.
Exactly.
He's playing fucking pubs and hardcore. Why is that up there?
Vamos! And that's gonna do it for me and Vico here on the stage.
Why are they putting this fucker on here? Should be out of here. Shouldn't be nowhere near here.
Vico the pickle.
I suck with this.
Bruh. I'm not using that shit ever again. This shit out.
The 2025 Optic Texas Team Pack is available now.
Yeah! I have that skin.
Me too!
Vinyl, proving your membership.
Yo, pause your shit for like 2 seconds.
Next time you boot up,
like 3.
At the in-game shop.
Thanks, Pookie. Oh my God. We love the intro.
Where are our fucking rings?
Major. They're giving to them. They're giving it to them at the major. The only one, literally.
How sexy do you think these rings are gonna be?
Dude, Hex. There's a reason why they're taking so long. Hex is having them custom made, not the CDO. Like custom made.
Oh shit. The diamond chain is already up.
On God, bro.
So now that I'm thinking about it, the ring might be even harder.
And the only one that's seen them or knows anything about them is Hex. Hitch hasn't seen them. Nobody from the organization has seen them except for Hex.
Not even Scumpy?
Not even Scumpy. Nobody except for Hex. Hex is making them custom built for them.
Yeah, this is gonna be a crazy ring.
On God.
Do you think they're gonna be personal?
I think so. I have a feeling.
The process video is gonna be tough for that.
On God.
You're telling me Hex ain't none of this?
Hex isn't what?
You're telling me Hex ain't recording thing?
Optic versus Ultra.
I'm telling you, that's gonna be a video.
First half of the Major 1 qualifiers, this was number 1 versus number 2. In fact, they had the top 2 seeds going into Major 1. Right now, though, Optic enters our minor tournament in the middle of the pack. Toronto, where they at in your power rankings?
Toronto's still pretty up there for me. I'd want to say they're top 16, top 18.
Shut the fuck up, Alley Cat.
At any day. They've had a couple of
Why is she meat sucking Toronto?
You fucking arrowhead, fucking stupid bitch.
Is that why you're being mean to her? Cause she's a Toronto?
She's on fucking dick.
Cause she's a Toronto fan?
She's not a Toronto fan. She's just on dick. When we won, everybody gave us credit except for Alley Cat. She's a fucking dumb fuck.
What do you mean?
She was talking shit. I don't know. I mean, it's Falcons, so you can't really give them too much credit. And it's like, okay, but unless we didn't go fucking game map 5, like.
Consistency that we've seen from them, and particularly in the respawns, man. They just control and hardpoint both are 50-50 for them as it stands.
Man, I can't wait to play Call of Duty with you, man.
Really, Skyline's the only map
And she was like, what was she saying? Yeah, I can't wait to play with you either. What's it called? She was also like,
dude, I love you for
which has led to them.
What's it called?
You guys,
and even in their wins that they've had over Boston was not to get it done. So for Toronto, I would
can't leave you hanging, brother. Can't leave you hanging. That's not a true fan right there. That's not a true friend. She's very beautiful to me.
oh my god, I just got a mad chest pain, bro. What the fuck?
No, yeah, she was like, well, they lost to them in S&D, so you know this and that. I'm like, yeah, so has FaZe, so has Thieves. What the fuck is your point? Like,
yeah, Thieves lost the map.
that's what I'm saying. FaZe lost the map. Like, what the fuck is your point, you dumb bitch? Yeah, they're good at S&D. That's all they fucking played.
D team in the game. That's just my opinion. You can cancel me.
Oh God.
You're telling me that they're not a top 4 team?
Who?
Falcons in search alone.
Search alone, yes. I'd put them top 3.
Who are you putting over them? Toronto and
probably not even Toronto. Well, actually, yeah, Toronto and Carolina. Toronto and Carolina.
Carolina is a good search team too.
Yeah, I would do Carolina. I would put Carolina, Toronto, and then Falcons.
It's been concerning.
And then after that, Thieves, FaZe, then us for S&D.
Better series yesterday, but that was against Falcons. So
but we've never been a good S&D team, like actually good S&D.
At champs, we're the best fucking S&D team. It was crazy. But I think it's because they put us. No, hold on. It's because before that major, because that's all they were losing and it was costing them during Major 4. They scrapped everything but S&D. They were just running S&D back to back to back to back.
Right now.
That's how you do it, huh?
God.
They've got their one really good hard point to start this off. You go into the Hacienda, it gets a little bit mixy, and then you move on to the Vault. Both these teams feel very comfortable in these respawns. So I think the S&D is going to be really tough.
What? No, Ken's cam is off?
He was there. His cam was on.
Like I said, that map was very thin in HP, but that's been one that they
look at Batman. He looks angry today.
Big Bruce.
Team is ready. Let's get to our scuff pickups.
He looks mad.
First, Allie. It's not the purple team. I'm choosing Optic today.
Really?
Come on.
Oh,
really? Really?
I don't know what Chris is on. He knows something I don't.
I'm going to go on Optic as well.
Let's go, Nameless. Come on. Fuck you, Alley Cat. Get the fuck off the desk, you stupid bitch. Fuck out of here.
Bring Clayster back.
On God, bring Clay, bro. What the fuck is Allie doing there? She's never played a fucking. She never played a pro fucking match in her life. Get her the fuck out of here. Put fucking C3 up there, bro.
Puckett never played a match.
Chance, what
I don't.
But I fuck with Puckett.
But I fuck with Puckett. Exactly. Exactly.
Cool.
Puckett's fucking hilarious.
The right team.
Toronto, I mean, I would probably say it's like 80-20 for me. I'm very confident.
These are my favorite now. Miles and
Chance.
Chance.
Like shade towards optic,
I love them.
Like the Pred acknowledgement of like he's still learning callouts. There is so much to be learned in Toronto over team that have been grinding since the jump, so they know the nitty gritty. They have
What
all
the fuck do you mean Pred is still in callouts?
Yeah, he's still learning them, bro.
Remains to be
How does he? What?
He said it during the interview yesterday.
Why? Why? How is he still learning callouts?
Because he only played the game for like 2 weeks and then he got dropped and stopped playing overall, like completely.
Why is he not learning them?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows them now, but like he's talking about like stuff like that. Like he said he's behind on a lot and he's trying to work his way through it. But he's shooting, so I mean, like, you know, does it really fucking matter?
Team on the downward trend possibly right now for the Optic Texas boys.
All right, let me step back from my fucking monitor before I break everything. Come on.
Nah, get lit,
Come on.
I'm maybe 2 feet away from my computer right now. My TV.
Top of the league when it comes to Skyline specific stats. So be on the lookout for him to absolutely
Good nade.
be slaying.
That's a good fucking nade.
If you're still working on sort of the teamwork and whatnot, figuring out all the nitty gritty. This is a good map for them to be playing.
Beans shooting.
Maybe a good map for being
He just got a free 3-piece.
Yeah.
Things are looking good for Ultra.
He's looking for 5. The timing is just superb. A 6.
There you go. Get them the fuck out of there. Come on.
There for the kill. 5 in a row there to start things off, and a clean sheet in the kills. And
pause your shit for like a second.
Right for the Ultra lads. The next can't get the
Good
snap.
shot, Fred.
Pred, who managed to walk over with a pair and a little bit of time in the hard point.
Ultra already with the left side spawn.
Oh my God, Ken. Good shit.
Huge win.
And then Kenny runs.
It's all good. It always takes us a little bit of time to fucking start going. And once we're there, we're staying there. Come on. Let's go! Come on!
Come on.
Anyone and everyone.
Hey, Zo, pause your shit for literally 1 second.
I did. I just did it again.
Lane, but he's in the back line for a second. Here we go. This could be very, very damaging. Beans
Try to get these two. Oh, all good.
That's a break on the hard point. Still members of Optic there.
The double chow, it's hard.
Oh,
It's all good.
no. Ultra right on through. And the tables
got a
have
sub out.
We might be limit testing.
Watch how he plays. Watch how he plays with this shit.
Takes all the space, but Ultra, I mean, they just hit every other lane, and they got that break and insight. Doesn't have a kill yet, so.
Oh my!
You got a main AR that is 0-5 in a 20-point lead. You're feeling good about it. 20 seconds though, still to fight for, and I don't know quite who's gonna get it.
Oh my God, Pred.
Just fucking. Oh my!
Him and Kenny down low. All Kenny's kills.
All good. All good. We're back healed.
Can't quite get it done there.
All good.
Beans holds it down for the squad.
Brucey gets a free.
All things considered,
We're good.
Oh, come on,
P2
big
from
bros.
Ultra, and when Insight has just got his first kill, Beans has not.
I mean, let's face it, Ben started the map off pretty hot. Over towards kitchen now, Optic full control.
Come on, Bruce.
Inside there, lined up.
Damn, 3v1. Holy shit.
Could be dangerous. 9-3 again.
There we go.
He's absolutely cooking. Then there was the hard point. We go clean.
Oh, good. That's good. That's good. Back kill.
Again, from one end of the hard point to the other.
Good shit. Pick up this guy in the back. Good shit. Oh my God, Shotzi, come on.
Let's go.
Well, it's a big 2-piece from Shotzi, so
Oh my!
Jesus, he's hated.
Oh my!
Oh my God, come on.
So he limit tested a little bit earlier, decided I want to roam around the hill, and then funnel it up his teammates. Just get zapped by Insight.
Oh, good. All four.
What was once a beautiful situation on the minimap. Inside the mid
Oh my God, Pred. We're shooting.
Open in a small missed opportunity. You never want to get gunned.
Why did he stop shooting, Big Bruce?
Contests.
We're chilling.
Rocking. Ultra now in time, but not a lot of it. Rotation towards new. The backside of Ben is full of Optic players right now. They've got the setup they want, but an unfortunate lineup there. And
That's 3.
Good news, you get a lot of kills. Beans the last man left alive for Ultra here.
Good shit.
Again, given the size of this map, you get right
Pick up
back
that
in
top
the
push.
very, very
Pick up that top
quickly.
push, please,
Next
Brucey.
wave of Ultra players
Kenny's
at the ready.
watching
Missing Beans for a few seconds. Over to Kenny. Get some good damage in. And lovely positioning. And the trades are now going to be on point in time. Dashy on the back line, broken down.
Fred's huge.
And that's Optic out of the point.
Oh, that's a quick break too. Surprising at that, because Kenny might have fallen, but that was 2 players he was dealing with up top. The other 2 players from Ultra walked through the hill. So clean work there. And Beans, of course, does have a hell.
Oh my God. The wall bangs are in.
We're still battling for the final 20. If Toronto get it, it's going to be a massive lead. Optic, you want to try to snag a little bit of time away, but it is not looking like
Fuck.
Even on the back line inside, post up, any good spot just to strip away the time.
Wow.
Some pinches there, and nice cleanup.
We're chilling. We're chilling.
Gonna hit
It's not
the
that bad.
underground route. Maybe thinking about those left side spawns just a little bit early.
They are indeed. Well, again, awkward spawn situation right now. Kenny's got his work cut out for him. Over by P2, yeah, Beans off spawn.
He's big. Good shit, Shotzi. You can pick up the second. Let's go. That's huge. No.
Jamie Craven nearly with the 3. That would have been unbelievable. It is 3 down though for the Optic boys. Now from spawn, fighting towards P1 again.
Yeah, and that's the big win. Joe Deceives on Kenny. Kenny trying to throw a last-ditch effort in just to strip away the time, but Joe wins it. Now you're a little bit more secure. This has turned into a pretty dominant skyline so far, and Joe Deceives right now is looking comfortable inside the hill. His teammates apparently have things locked down as Shotzi full sends into death. Gorgeous stuff for Ultra.
Yeah, good stuff. First set for Ultra, very strong. Now into the second set. We're going to see how the P2 attack sounds with a listen in.
Good shit. That's a good break. We gotta start fucking rowing though. We gotta start rowing.
7's huge. 7's huge.
That's huge. Oh my god, that's 3. Yo, can somebody kill fucking Kleenex? Holy shit. Come on, boys. What the fuck?
Take her out. Slow down. Listen, I'm with you, Ben. Nice, okay. Look at me now. Yo, one little bit, I think.
Oh my fucking god, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, we got to get out there. Listen before Bean says something that we can't beep in real time. God damn, look at that scoreline.
Yeah, he's been having fun. Talk about a man that wakes up and is excited to be battling against the green wall. And the lead is looking dominant, and everybody on Toronto is making plays, man. We saw Kleenex around the P2 play his life so effectively for like a 20-second span to get the break. And I mean, everybody firing on all cylinders. It is fantastic work. Even inside, had the slow start, is caught back up. Optic, though, looking for the hole. Beans is going to fall down, and that is 4 in the feed. So Optic, a great setup around this new time. It's the dream setup. How much time can they get?
Well, they're out of the club for now. But here comes the 2-man hit over top.
Wow.
He can't read. Well, he can read it. He can't deal with it. Joe Deceives over the top line now. All over to the point. Fred gets 1. Can he get 2? No. Snaps are there. Kenny holds the back line. But over to Beans. Holding it together. The last man up there for Ultra pushed out and dealt with. Optic Texas. You hold it. You lose a few seconds in the push. By the way, it's very good.
Yeah, they lost about 10. Still good to go. They get all the trades, and you're still in a decent spot. But the trade fest continues. Ultra maybe now stripped away about 12 seconds away from this time, but not good enough. You want to take away more, and there's the official break coming through. And frankly, they might end up playing this hill better than Optic did, even with the setups Optic had.
Oh yeah, it feels like there are more members of Ultra on the map right now than there are Optic boys. And Beans again with another 2. Looking for Bruce and the last few members here, but it is a matter of seconds. It will not be one here no matter what happens. But my goodness, Toronto Ultra have come out the gates screaming hot. Over to P1, Joe, dipper toe, and map 1 is yours.
Yeah, and not even particularly close, so any hope Optic fans might have had at the start of the series, I think that might have washed away just a little bit. That's a painful one, and that is certainly electric energy coming out of Toronto Ultra. Beans roaring, as is tradition. Inside had a slow start, very quick bounce back, and Super Soaker inside the hill, and I know Kleenex, I set him up for him having just godlike stats on the map, went about even, but I'm telling you, some of the plays he was making, especially around P2, some of the very finest. That was a very well-played Skyline game by Ultra, starting their series right.
But I really was. And again, we'll keep going back at it. That Kleenex life where he was on P2, staying alive, drawing aggression. I mean, he didn't get to regen for the entire time we had his POV up. Very, very impressive gameplay there from the Ultra lads. Again, across the board, super solid, but really hard point time there. Joe Deceives particularly dangerous, 30-21. With a minute 22 in the time as well. 21 non-traded for him and Beans. Sensational work. Shout out to Optic though. A lot of trade, a lot of assists across the board there for nearly everyone. So very, very good work either way, but just unable to keep up.
Hey, this is the Pred style though. Like least kills in lobby, least assists, least damage. Like he is very much a slayer. He doesn't want to get ill time, and that is when he is at his best. And it just takes a while to figure out the places to get the kills to actually benefit your team the most. So a painful score line, but Pred certainly, when he's on form, will absolutely be bringing the kills to the table. Just gotta figure out where to get them.
Well, once he finds out or figures it out, it will be curtains for a lot of teams. But until then, Ultra doing what many predicted. Surprisingly, most of the devs did not. I mean, good luck, fellas. I think this one's going to be interesting. Ali's going to be walking away with some points here by the looks of things. But Optic have still got a chance here in the Search and Destroy to fight their way forward. Again, Ultra, they started the year off on BO6 chance at a very, very formidable S&D team. I wouldn't be too surprised, you know, if they're feeling confident coming at this one.
No, absolutely. We're gonna see how it tails out. I just love some of the highlight looks as well. Playing against Ultra has to be just an experience in the sense that there's times where you're dealing with the chaos and Kleenex and Joe Deceives flying around, like running at you, hiding in the back, playing corners, playing spawns. You deal with all that, and then there's Insight posted up across the map, not moving at all and just gunning down. So it's a tough dynamic. I'd be shaking my head too. It is not a fun experience, Skyline, when it is not going well.
No, and it wasn't chaotic. It was only sort of that managed madness that Ultra gave the Optic boys to deal with. They were continuous breaks on those hills, even with good rotations. Kitchen was bust wide open. Not something we saw. That was a stable hard point for Optic prior to the big switch. Again, a misstep from them. They've certainly taken a hit with the roster change, and it's just going to take time to get back in it. But until then, they are bleeding out, whether it's points, whether it's position here in the league. Hacienda Search and Destroy on the way. That vault control, though, could be very interesting indeed. I mean, last time we saw them play that, it was against the Falcons, and the Falcons beat the brakes off them in a very, very decisive 3-0 fashion. So a spicy choice regardless. We'll see if Ultra bring the same sort of noise. I'm getting ahead of myself. Search and Destroy first, Charles.
And Hacienda is a very interesting map as well because Optic actually have the favored record on it comparatively, and obviously not with the full roster, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they might have the technical advantage. It is one of the very few and maybe the only map Ultra has struggled on for S&D. They have a 1-3 record on it. 2 of those losses to Minnesota Rocker, but it's a map where they've really fumbled. Their first bloods have been abysmal, sitting at like a 28% win rate in that opening duel category. But Toronto also haven't played it in 2 weeks. So it's certainly the map they're going to be looking at it throughout the stage, going into the minor to add to their arsenal for the map pool. But they need to show the improvements here. And if they're losing it to Optic at this point, that'd be a very bad sign from Ultra. You got to keep the map pool deep.
A telling sign indeed. Looking at Shotty though, a guy who we are expecting, I mean, probably the most of anyone in any match. He's a superstar in his own right, but right now, not fantastic. This is S&D so far. Look at the difference between stage 1 and stage 2. That chance is quite dramatic.
It's never fun when there's, if you're lower than 48th in a league with only 48 players in it, that's tough. Like, that's just not a good stat to have in the background there, but very much struggling. I mean, we saw that on the map number 2 yesterday for Shotzi. Finished like 2-9 or 2-10, something along those lines. They still won the map, so you certainly want to see it bounce back and maybe him refine his form, but I think they also have to sort of find different systems, new ones to be playing with Pred, and might be stepping on each other's toes just a little bit, but where Optic were expecting to struggle a little bit, Ultra for S&D have been incredibly clean in the game mode, just not on this map, so that's why we're looking for improvements today.
Just looking back at those Shotzi stats from 7th to 50th overall, that's like my school grades when Xbox Live came out and I could play Halo 2 online whenever I wanted until my parents found out about it, and then they just took the power cable away at certain times of the day. But look at me now, guys! Going in on Hacienda S&D. Let's get it.
That's like level 3 parenting, taking away the power cable. Like they know they have to mastermind this just a little bit.
Yeah,
Maybe the mastermind strat for Optic will be going through mid, taking all that space. Look at him go.
Yeah, they hit on there onto Insight, and he's backed right up. Oh, Dashi starts him up nicely. Jodeci's trying to get involved. Kleenex there. Oh, he gets in and out. Doesn't manage to get the kill, so a worthy attempt. Pred gets picked off elsewhere, so now a bit of a shuffle as the A-bomb gets planted.
Yeah, Insight, the master of flanks, I think, just ends up making that read. And for the retake setup, they know Kleenex.
Good shit.
And Dashi catches him instantly. So yeah, timing absolutely perfect for Dashi. Now it should be all guns forward. Optic, it is their round to lose.
Oh. Tanks, bench, beats, fighting forward, and a perfect breakdown. Shotzi can save the day though. 25 seconds, checks the bomb. Is anyone looking for this? He's playing it very slowly.
Fucking god, bro.
It's gonna be a breakdown. Beans gets all 3. Well, actually, Insight gets all 3 in the end. Beans looking for bomb, but no. Give the points to Insight. That's gonna be an RC car as well.
Oh my god, yeah, their round to lose and lose it. They did. That gunfight against Dashi is nutty. So maybe Beans, the real Batman. Don't know how he pulled it off, but maybe the movement, the slide was going to be there. Thought Dashi had him dead to rights. But either way, solid round, and Insight, known for his clutches in S&D. He's a contributing factor there. Not just the read he had on Pred to make up for them not getting the first blood, but a victory is huge. But I know the focal point in my mind, the first blood, opening duel engagements for Ultra. They do lose it in round number 1. I think that's really where they're going to need success on Hacienda.
A heavy stack on the closed side of top. Joe has eaten a huge amount of ordnance, but he stayed alive. Now the guessing game is on. Are they going to check this corner? Optic not giving up the position just yet, but you managed to send in Beans to get a kill, and now you've got a man advantage now for the Ultra boys, and you're going to go for the bomb as well.
And they got the first blood, so Insight gonna contribute in that capacity. Bomb down, man advantage, and Optic couldn't hold in a 3v2. We can see if Ultra can hold in a 4 versus 3.
Against damage is great there.
He's gonna get activated, bro.
Space. Joe just flies out and melts him. Chelsea finds an equalizer. Pressure now through, the wall bangs are there.
You fucking bro!
Advantage and another decisive counter attack from Ultra.
Done to perfection. Insight waiting in the wings in the top halls after he finds the first blood against Dashi. He's there for all the roamers and just good coordination as well. Nade lands on Kenny's head. Jodeci is instantly chows. You know, the comms are perfect because he was pre-aimed and centered right on Kenny's head. And Ultra, certainly something we never question is how good their communication is. The finest in the league.
Love listening during S&T with Ultra. It'd be a little different. I think Beans is hitting as many deads, and this is the end of the round. You know, he's got quite good etiquette there when it comes to communication. Insight yet to drop though, 4-0. RC car still in play. He's going to be going through the middle of the map with the rest of the lads as the Optic boys make their way out through A, enjoying the fresh outdoors until trouble comes a knocking.
We're just playing for a full retake. Beans is being a little bit cheeky inside of 10, maybe trying to catch some aggression if it comes his way. And the rest of the Ultra guys, maybe just going to try to swarm around, but they're really taking their time for it. You don't have a ton of time to work with. Got to get active soon. And Dashi, in the meantime, finds the first blood, so that section of the map is opened up.
Yeah, playing real patient there, Bruce. Managing to find that one. 25 seconds left. Ultra have given themselves very little time to fix this.
Are you fucking... What the fuck are we doing, bro? Oh. Are you fucking serious?
No fucking way.
Bro, what the fuck is going on, bro? Oh my god.
God, yo. Do we have to break it down? Do I need to talk about what
replay?
did?
Just replay. Show it. We got it. You know we got it. Give us some of that slow-mo. Wow, Joe.
Who is that?
Liberty sped his step.
Man, just
they didn't have the time, but they absolutely had the gunny. A slamming from the young Joe Deceives.
And I would want to hear the comms from Optic because they had like the perfect setup in a sense. And I don't know if that is Kenny's mess up letting the guy get out of the window or if it's Pred. Like Pred, I think Dare had the angle, was looking at it, and then just jumped into you and opened everything up. That is, I mean, that's worst case scenario. All right, congratulations, Toronto. In the minor, you guys are great.
So you have 7 seconds to bring down Optic there. Now Shossi's trying to get back into this one. 3 straight rounds. Optic have got to get a big retake here. Joe feeling himself after that one. Dashi wide peeks it, gets it. Over to Beans. Keeping the site as safe as possible, but it's all over now. Insight at great range now in the 1v3. He doesn't have eyes on the bomb. He cannot get there. A ballsy attempt by B. It does not pay off for Ultra, and Optic get on the board.
Beautiful. I mean, the way we're looking at the map as well, if I'm staying on the theme for Ultra just struggling in the first bloods, they've struggled in this game as well. They've gotten a single first blood, I believe, gotten blooded 3 different times. They just happen to have 2 clutches with the man disadvantage, and Joe Deceives getting a top 5 play. So all things considered for Optic, the initial structure is correct. They're getting the setups as well. Yeah, they just don't have the team chemistry yet. But we'll see. I mean, if they're getting the bloods, they figured out round by round. They saw the ball go through the net of the S&D rounds.
Yeah, but that was yesterday, wasn't it? It was a very different
Well, they got
time.
the 1 round just now is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Well, you've been stunned. Chelsea trying to get involved, but he has been dealt with. Kleenex and Joe Deceives at the top of the rock, and they have just walked through the Optic boys. Dashy now on the other side of the planet, left alone. He's going to come across Beans in a corner. Guns him or not? Oh my god, no. Beans, he thought about it. Oh my god, he thought about it. And I'm glad he didn't, you know, just get us through these rounds. But again, full spread, no coverage. Confidence is starting to get stung here. Again, rounds like that, and seeing a kill cam like this as well. This is hurting Optic.
And no fun there from Beans, but all in all, just a great blind counter. I mean, Ultra having 3 players in the mix over by Rock, ready for that pressure. So ultimately, just a fantastic call. So the strat call is on point. Good first blood from Ultra. And when they get the first blood, the rounds are incredibly efficient after the fact. And a 4-1 lead is certainly looking painful.
Yeah, it's a strong 4-1 as well. Heavy presence now over towards B for the Optic boys. You've had success there on the defense in the previous time, but oh no, they're waiting out. Chance, you're right. They've gone.
They're setting a trap. They're waiting for one of the SMGs to fly through.
It's vintage Ultra. We're on Moscow right now. We're not on Hacienda, and we're playing it very, very cerebrally. Joe's got a pitch as well. Kleenex finds the first. Fred's going to pick up that place immediately. Can't get the player off the bomb. Oh, he does actually. He does. So the bomb does get planted. Kenny's in for the reinforcements. Bruce pushes forward.
Let's go, Bruce.
They line up for
Come on!
Finds 3.
Out of nowhere. How about that? Now we got Joe Deceives in a 1 versus 2, and they got bombed down. Someone needs to step up from Optic. Dashy might just be that guy.
They just saved the boys here. What a round. Big Bruce. And now Joe dancing with the time here. 30 seconds.
Okay.
He's got to take Pred as well. Either side of the rock. He doesn't have a lot to work with. Joe is not holding this back. He's going for it. He's in.
Who got it? Get
him the fuck out of here, bro. Get him the fuck out of here.
Save it. I didn't see you got the
dog shit fuck.
Dashy, what an ace that was. I'm talking about the mind games right now, the mental. He and Pred playing that very, very well, especially towards the end. They're saving grace when they needed it the most.
Fucking Batman, always saving us.
Just catches the guy off bomb. Shout out to Pred for forcing him to reposition, and then he's just so quick that, yeah, 2 players completely caught off guard. And that is a round that Optic, I think, well, obviously they needed. Down 4-1, had a few clutches slip. Big Bruce stepping up, and again, Bruce.
Come on, that's what we needed. Come on, that's literally what we needed. It's time for us to fucking lock the fuck in, dead ass.
But he's been topping the charts again.
That's a big morale victory as well, man. You don't want to be going down horribly. 5-1 in this situation.
Grenade. Another grenade.
We're in much happier territory right now. Bomb planted over by A. Joe Deceives
don't fucking choke this one
still
out.
Keeping a watchful eye over anyone trying to get involved here.
Oh
and this is
my
a very
god,
dicey moment. Pred might
What the fuck is Pred doing, dude? Good win, Ken. That's a huge win from Ken.
Here comes Joe once again, though. Inside with a good coverage
shit,
there.
Brucey.
We're going to be getting close enough to this bomb site 2v2. Pushes it out. Last man, Shotzi. He's been here before. He's got positioning. Insight on the coverage upstairs. Oh, 10 seconds to go. Are we going to jump on this bomb? We have to, Insight. We absolutely have to. Can Joe cover him in time?
Let's go, Jati.
Come on, Ant! Let's fucking go!
Come on. Fantastic effort from
Great
the
play
Optic
from
boys.
Jati. Kind of looking like Zoe. Kind of looking
Come
like
on.
Credit where credit is due. You show yourself in top dark, just go for the reposition. They're forced to pre-aim up top more or less, and he just comes around that corner pre-firing the guy on bomb. So might be 3-7. That is exactly how you want to play the 1 versus versus 2.
That's a huge play from Shotzi.
Hell yeah.
And another round that Optic desperately
That got
need,
my
but
PP a little
they
hard,
earned
so
it.
I'm gonna be honest.
See if they can keep that momentum going.
I've never loved that, you know, dark corridor being open as this. It just it really messes with this game, man. But it definitely helped out there. 4-3. Cassian has been a treat so far. 2 down low here for the Ultra Boys. Over the corridor. 2 split for Optic.
Yeah, they're trusting the flankers, Shotzi and Pred, to work together and make the impact. And number 3 and number 4, I mean, they have it.
Oh, good win, Fred.
That's good. That's good. We'll take it. Dashy, turn around.
Shotzi, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, they don't read 2 players on the flank. That's nice. Got an advantage for now. Dashy's RC evaporates.
Come on, Bruce.
Good shit, Brucey.
So big brain.
Get Beans the fuck up out of here too. Let's fucking go. Come on.
Come on.
Jinx, you owe me a blowjob.
Give me the defuse too. Let's fucking go.
Might be able to get another
Bruce is
RC
carrying
car
my fantasy.
off of the
Let's
defuse
go.
as well.
I love Bruce.
See how close he gets. Yeah, about 3/4 of the way there. But yeah, this is worth clapping for Dashy. This is some outstanding S&D gameplay being displayed right now.
Why does he look bad? Why do you look bad? You're fucking shooting, Brucey. Why the fuck did he look down and out, bro? Like that ass.
Right now, and this is a nice comeback.
They were laughing and fucking joking and smiling. Why the fuck did they look mad? Come on.
I couldn't tell you.
Fuck me, bro.
More or less absurd clutches that they were able to string together. Game would have already been over.
Oh, Brucey Joe and Insight. And that's definitely the man you want in your team lined up here.
Get out, Ant. Get out,
Big
Ant.
exchanges. Shotzi's hurting, but he's going to get away with his life.
Oh my god, no, it's a weird fight.
As well. Dashy trying to make his way forward, but he can't get involved. Kleenex somehow walks away with a pair, and now the remaining members of Optic split. They've got to do something special here. The numbers are not stacked in their favor.
Oh, they got Fred trying to flank. And
Joe Deceives just doesn't
Joe
fucking
Deceives,
die.
10 kills right now. Doing his best to manage Dashy and Shotzi in a 1v4. Great shots, but traded out, and Kleenex, the dagger in the round. He's the man playing outside fences. He had Beans over towards back plat as the overseer helping him out. And as soon as that first blood rolls through the round, easy after the fact. Win Ultra get these first bloods, very efficient. Still gotta be on the lookout for Dashy making some sort of clutch, but yeah, just a breakdown of a play, an unfortunate Dashy maybe.
How does that even... Bro, what the fuck? What?
So, I figured out
Toronto's teamwork. Never
if there's a fence or a wall in front of the trophy, and you throw it on the other side,
he fights you.
trophy doesn't
As soon as he gets
stop
that
it.
kill, he escapes. On the
So
movement, paying
fucking
off there, and again,
stupid,
Insight with that perfect coverage over the top. It is exactly what you want.
Because he
from
threw it
Ultra.
on the right
Which is
side
there.
instead
Nades
of
in here
left.
as well.
That's so
Joe's going to get some
fucking
damage in also. This nade could be fantastic if anyone gets in that dark corridor, and they do not. So there we go. Empty pockets for many players in this game. Not a huge amount of positioning right now for the Ultra Boys.
No, and a big first blood from Shotzi, who is just taking so much space. Yeah, he got the first kill basically over towards well on the outskirts of the map. Next time he shows up in the feed.
Great
Yep,
eyes.
just give comms. That's perfect.
Breaking you down, and Optic are swarming.
I love it.
His push, dialed in, easy reads. Joe Deceives would be the last man to die.
The last man to die, and he's going out with a fight. And he's trying to play this as sensibly as possible. This is a 1v4. He's one ace already in the match. And
He's trying to bait one out.
Difficult to achieve.
Good shit, Bruce.
Come on!
Big Bruce puts him on his back. Here we go, round 11. The man of the moment right now for Optic. Dashy has.
I want to suck Bruce's penis so bad right now.
12 and 6 is fucking perfect.
I'm sorry, I got excited.
Who knows how that series could have gone with a game 5. So S&D has been a necessity for Optic Texas.
Come on.
And I imagine they're going to need this round.
Let's
right
go,
here.
Optic.
They were down 4-1, but down, not out could be the narrative. In Ultra for Hacienda, they need this to be in their map pool if they want to continue to have success.
Come on.
A tough record on it so far. And Ultra on defense for the final round. Optic on the attack. Kenny taking the bomb towards A.
And it's a very aggressive one here from the Optic lads.
Oh my God!
No. It's great. He left him weak. He left him weak.
Start, an unbelievable turn.
Nobody cleans it.
And now
Oh my God, no shot. Ant's huge here.
By the bomb site. He slipped in between one player. Shows face. A cut down.
Let's go, Fred.
Let's go!
Let's go, Fred.
Finds himself at second. Can Joe Deceives get involved
Come on,
now?
Fred.
2v2.
No way.
Fred gets caught.
Ken. It's Ken in the 2v1. I believe in Ken here.
The driving abilities to leave Kenny.
That's
Hopes
round.
on the line.
Here we go. Ken knows exactly where they are. Crack the door.
Fuck,
And they've
man.
done it. Ultra. They take the lead 2-0 here in -2. An RC car coming into play when you needed it the most.
How the fuck did Pred die to an RC?
Just an unbelievable ace from Joe Deceives has sucked the wind right out of Optic Texas. Now we go to Vault, and the writing is on the wall right now.
It's going to be a tough one. And that was a nice first blood, too. Inside in the windows, the square-up battle he was having against Dashy. Those were his 2 first bloods, and those were Dashy's only 2 first deaths. So Dashy ultimately had an incredible game, but the best of them there in the final round. And I don't know if that's the one that handed the RC car to Insight or if he had it previously, but either way, the driving skills, a rare difference maker in a round of S&D. See Insight's tucked away in the corner.
Oh my god!
What a surprise!
What,
Oh
bro?
goodness.
What? Are you fucking serious?
Unbelievable. Pred could not believe that. I mean, none of us do. Let's face it. Another round 11 and another game 2 for Optic. This one does not go their way. Wild ball control, folks. That is our next stop on this wild and wacky road trip, and it might be the final destination for the Optic team unless they can pull out a massive turnaround. A lot of people saw this coming. No, 2 people on the desk did not.
How we feeling, boys?
They're just actually this bad.
RC cars are cool. Jumping out windows and shit. Toronto Ultra, well done in a round 11. Insight clutching up there. But man, now going down 0-2, you have to think as an Optic fan, we're in trouble.
Yeah, I do have to say, though, at least from the side of Search and Destroy, like, some life breathed into Optic Texas, I guess, on the side of Dashy.
Yeah, 1,600 damage.
He put the whole team on his back. But going back to the Skyline, this was a heartbreaking hard point to watch, mainly from the side of the green wall, just because this was your bread and butter at the beginning of the season. You are forcing it in these series still, and it just keeps, the deficits just keep getting worse. The last Skyline they played, that was going to be against Minnesota Rocker, omitting the one versus the Falcons, 250 to 226. You load in this one versus Toronto Ultra, you do not break past 125 points. Toronto Ultra side of things, incredible rotations, incredible fundamentals. I mean, it was just a solid hard point from the side of the Purple Boys.
Yeah, I mean, played it flawlessly. I mean, I feel like Optic didn't win a single rotation on this map.
Nope.
And then also, like, going into it in the pick bans, I was wondering why Optic played Toronto on this map. This is Toronto's best hardpoint map, right?
Yep.
And for Optic, both of them have been solid at Protocol HP. Toronto 4-3 on it. Definitely not dominant by any stretch of the word. Could have took them to that map, but Optic decided to ban it, so I think they lost there. And we get to the Search and Destroy, and really, if it weren't for Dashy, this game would have not even been close.
Right.
I mean, off the rip, we saw, this is the Joe Deceives round. He just jumps out for free, finds 2 in secret, and then guns the last 2, right? Like, this is unbelievable.
Put a bullet in me, I dare you.
Optic is the only team where you see like these things happen. Where somebody hits a gap, think back to the Minnesota series, just gets through and gets away with something they should not get away with on the pro level. It's honestly appalling to watch.
Even in the round where Kleenex was playing fences, and I believe it was Kenny that has the bomb, there was like a 2-2 split between Optic Texas. They tried to take hallway control, they got back down, and it almost looked like the 2 SMGs were gonna go on a rotation over towards the B side of the map, and your bombs pushed up fences, and Kleenex just gets both for basically free. Bomb goes down, it's really happening on a screen.
You have 2 ARs there, and there's no SMG coming in for the trade. And honestly, it is a heads-up play by Toronto to like acknowledge that, because we've seen them take advantage of that multiple times. Like either Kleenex or Joe Deceives flying down and trying to chow the stagnant AR that's going to be sitting at the fence. They exploited that part of Optic's offensive rounds and ended up getting a huge W.
Joe Deceives with another double-digit Search and Destroy game, not to mention his plants. Definitely a shocker for me. In his 3rd season now for Joe?
Yeah. Joe's looking great, man.
Veteran.
like I said, got to see it on a consistent basis. He's doing it up against one of the worst teams we have in the league as it stands right now, but excited for his future for sure.
We have our scuff play of the game. Would you guys like to see it right now?
I
want to wait till the end of the match.
We just saw it. I feel like we just saw it.
Do you want to see it again?
Yeah, I want to see it again.
Let's put a graphic in front this time.
It's your scuff
play of the game featuring Joda Seaves from Toronto Ultra, taking round 3 into his own hands.
I mean, just unreal. I mean,
just
unreal.
catches. I mean, honestly, it really should be Kenny that's kind of watching the top there. It's very unfortunate. Like, he just catches a really good timing, jumps down, finds 2, and then yeah, Kenny's just trying to stay alive. Obviously, they have bomb down right, so really, really tough there for Optic, man. This is a really tough round.
Optic couldn't get half the points in the first hard point. Do they get half the rounds in the control game 3?
You gotta hope so. I don't know though. After that one, Dashy might be able to do it on his own.
Nameless.
I still believe, bro.
Forward.
No, you don't.
Optic's not out yet because look how bad Toronto is here at stage 2. A 1-8 record, brutal when it comes to control attacks. So who gets less attacks? Defense is going to win this game.
It has not been ideal, but we are going to Vault. And we know anything can happen on Vault. And I believe in Shotzi going down low bottom Vault, bringing them back into this series because we have to get this prediction right, Chris.
Dashy just dropped 1,600 damage.
Correct.
Does he drop more this game?
Yeah,
I sure hope so. I sure hope so.
If he doesn't, I'm not picking Optic until Major 3. Let's go into the cast, though. The game is ready. Casters, take it away.
Just imagine though, 1,600 in 3 rounds of control. Hey man, crazier things to happen. Chance, what did you say though? Just before we got back into this, said, yeah, it's possible, but something that Toronto have that not a lot of other teams do, and that is
the best ability to spawn trap on Volt. I think them and FaZe have been the 2 best teams at actually like setting it up and executing. I think Optic have been decent at it as well, but when Toronto do it, it happens so fast. And like they call inside a slow player, he's the guy that if he makes it like past ammo around that van, they'll blunder you, and they've done it a few times. So a dangerous team, but if both of these squads have struggled on the offensive side of thing as of recent, well, maybe it'll just be a defensive shootout, and we got to aim for that for the round 5. But
someone's got to win.
5 loss spree from Optic feels the most painful.
Yeah, not great. Round 5.
Also,
sorry.
Can I just throw this out there, Miles? Yeah, we watched them get beat. They got 3-0 by Falcons on this map. I have no faith.
That's what I'm saying. At the start of the season, at the start of the series, I was like, the last time we saw Optic play this map was not good. So, I mean, also Falcons legitimately might just be amazing at ball control. Like they're the one team who have truly cracked the code. This, this stage.
They're 3 and 6 on the map, but they played it well. They did play it super well.
You're right. They did. They did. We were all right. Let's see if Shotzi. Yeah, he's all right too. His shots are good there, keeping Beans at bay.
Go, Bruce.
Tons of intel grab there on the little hot buy. Keeping Pred fed over by the A side of this attack. And I will say though, Ultra on defense here, you got a lot of kills here from the Optic boys.
Yeah, you got a ball.
Was you with the sub?
No, you got a ball, dude. Shotzi just dragged so much attention. I think Beans and Insight spent a combined like 25 seconds trying to get him. And hunting Shotzi is a nightmare, and he absolutely opens the map for you. So yeah, all 4 kills going down at the same time. Shotzi made their life that much easier, and that is a very quick A capture.
Yo, Kenny's a locked up full game.
Let's go Optic. Boom, 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 boom. Over towards bottom art. Nah, they're going to find any more. But
there we go.
Here comes Shotzi. Good timing.
No.
Side, but coverage upstairs and Kleenex.
Come on, man.
Makes it all down the dash. That's fine though. You can buy
so fucking annoying.
Get a couple of kills out there, possibly the nade, but right. Toronto Ultra counter-offensive is on.
Yeah, we're soaring or flying. Right now, this has been a hyperactive round of control. And Pred, go button, he's hit forward. And this should be his wheelhouse. When this dude got behind enemy lines on an outbound fortress,
pick up one more, pick up one more.
Similar sequence, you get into art. Pred right now should just call the round.
Yeah, what is it with Pred on these Middle Eastern maps, man? He's doing it right now. He's buying that space. He's got his boys.
Good shit.
To the point. There we go. Perfect timing on the hit. In and out. Now the decision, do we dive out? Do we help our guys get the second segment? Good coverage again. Not enough to save it though. So the second segment of B is still going. And Pred is still here. Here comes the next fight. Good timing. Can 2 members of Ultra bring him down? Yes, they can. Now looking towards New. And Dashy's in position for
runs out of fucking ammo, bro.
Again.
And that's interesting. They never actually got the second tick. They got very close to it. They had like a 5 or 6 life advantage, but that's dwindled just a little bit. And they've kept all the pressure up, but now they're not winning as many of the gunfights. So I think Pred did his job incredibly
The fuck are you doing, Pred? What the fuck is he doing?
Too much to work with, and now you're losing every single gunfight.
Wow.
Kenny gets called out as well.
Wow.
Ultra they just have perfected their defensive setup.
Oh man, and now look at this insight. He's in the jacuzzi. He's got himself in position over here. That's a lot of damage. Now, perfect awareness off a spawn. Kenny's down now as well. Damage in a Pred also.
Here we go.
Terrible situation to be right now for the Optic boys as they fight forward. But it's a conveyor belt. You're being fed to Beans. Now Joe steps in. The trades are done. 25 on the clock and a slight life lead for Ultra.
Yeah, you gotta walk into a crossfire though, and Kleenex on outer, even pulling out the aims to get things done. Once you lose the pressure on offense, it becomes a nightmare, and now you're gonna have to just flow into
10 to go. Kleenex will sound the alarm, let the boys know that the Optic lads are now making a play for this one, but the 3 remaining members of Optic could get this done. They have to find the kills, and there we go. It's a good start. Pred finding 1. Can he get a second? Dashy here to support. Insights on a spree. Second segment. Saved. Oh, and they get the kill as well, so they don't get the segment in the end.
And that is an insane round as well. I mean, all things considered, like if this game does in fact turn out to be a defensive shootout, that's a decent round from Optic, but I think also one where certainly could have had a lot more, but ultimately Toronto just super icy. I mean, they dealt with Pred in top art, doing a good job of like dealing with him at the right times. Like we saw from Pred's perspective, the Ultra Boys consistently flooding towards the time and just trying to find the timings to like get the guys out of the hill and then dip into secret and make sure you don't get shot in the back. And then eventually when they stabilized, double chow up top, make sure you work it together. So Ultra handled it perfectly, but that is not easy to do. Oh, and Kenny's 2 and 10. Yo, my bad, bro.
6 spree for Insight. Shotzi finding his way forward. Nice work out of Joe here. Kenny gets himself involved there. Nice work again. It's all down to Kleenex now alongside Beans. So we're going to find that time over by A. And it's not quite as clean as the Optic attack was, but the first segment's gone. Kleenex is now going to vacate with a point just to try to buy a couple of extra seconds. Very precious seconds here on the attack on towards A.
That's a swarm though. Kenny on the flank, Dashy in the feed. A couple players scattered, and they're just winning every single gunfight. That is unbelievable. Again, Ultra handled pressure. And just a tough sequence to deal with. They make it happen, and Beans somehow gets out with his life.
He does. He dodges all the nades as well. So the cars are gone, and Beans is still here. Oh, but Shotzi, oh, Kenny in the back there, getting 2 out of his stuff. Pulls out a sub and causes a huge amount of damage immediately.
Hey, Kenny pulling out a Jackal to hit the outer route is nuts, but hey, the 2-piece works. Either way, though, for Ultra, small life advantage for the moment.
He's sound horny, bro. Like, you're so fucking weird, bro.
My God, did he make him work for it?
He did. Joe.
He stays alive.
With his life. That is so annoying, man. That
wow.
really is. Kleenex is there for the cover. Dashy's winning fights on the outside, so now Ultra have been forced to the inside of the vault map. Oh dear. 2 dead. Opportunity to fight forward.
He made a beeline for it too, so he's forcing out those spawns.
Oh no, that could be a problem. Yeah, spawns are going to be out towards the bottom side of the map. Kleenex now fully aware of that. The timing in which his teammates pick up their kills was insane. So now the capture on towards B. 2 players on it. The 3rd man might be looking for this soon. Optic have got to get a move on. The B zone is halfway done.
Oh my God, yeah, a 4-man wipe. How about a moment like that? I was gonna set up and talk about like Optic was like solo chowing Kleenex up top, doing things very different than Ultra, not going for the teamwork approach, just trusting yourself in the ones. And then yeah, every single player won their one, so it works.
Yeah, absolutely. Operation don't miss, don't lose. Exactly what happens there. You also drain the segments, so good work there. Dashy, the man getting that job done. Honest work, but someone's got to do it. Wow, Shotzi on the slides, catching him. And again, Operation do not lose your ones, going very well for Optic Texas.
And they're keeping the pressure up too. Shotzi the right gun in the right moment. Whatever he needs, he's got it. And Ultra now officially pumping the brakes because the lives just got drained so quickly. And they slowed things down, and they met their demise.
Come on, let's fucking go. Wake the fuck up.
Shotzi is in your spawn.
He's so happy right now. I've not seen him look this good in a minute, friends. He's pulled Joe out of position. Now Joe's got to deal with it. 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Oh, sugar. Okay, well, that's an opportunity to fight your way forward. 4 lives left, though, for Ultra.
What the fuck is Pred doing?
And correct me if I'm wrong. Optic only got a single tick in round 1.
What in the actual fuck is Pred doing?
They got captured A and they got a single and B.
Yeah, so 4 ticks. We are all tied up. And maybe just the last ditch effort to try to get the zone. And you're just looking for an extra tick. You're not going to win the round in a 3v6, almost certainly, unless you get every single kill.
You're going to go for it. Line up, get the guarantees. Good work out of Pred. The timing was so sick. And he's in. Dash you the coverage outside. And there you go.
Good round, boys.
Well, Miles, this is a painful moment. They just gave away the extra tick. That's what I was trying to set up and like do the math very quickly of like it was initially tied up on ticks, and as bad as that round maybe felt from Toronto's perspective because they got the initial tick on B, all things considered not bad, and then moments like this happen and you get delivered that second tick of progress. So if we end up having a defensive shootout, Ultra do in fact now have the edge.
For now. It's time to turn tables though. Swap sides once again. Optic on the attack. How many can they grab this time round? Because again, the first one very, very productive. 4 segments nailed. I'm with you on the check though towards the defense round 5, but here we go. Once again, a 4-man hit through the middle of the map. This time, unfortunately, Pred just walks right into trouble. 3 dead. Better make it all down. Here we go.
Yeah, look at that mini-map. Number 1 cuts over to pool. Number 2 swings out wide. Number 3 handles mid. Ultra
Good shit,
snaps
Fred.
into
That's huge.
position.
That's
Fred
huge,
got a
Ken.
nice read. Kenny wins a gunfight as well. So the left side of the mini-map has been open from Optic, and they're trying to work
What the
through it
fuck
now.
are you doing?
That doesn't mean Ultra doesn't have everything covered after the fact. The trades rolling through are nice. Pred, the last man really that they need to find down low. You see Beans is worried about the pinch, and instead Pred hands him a gift. This is the ultra defense dominance that we are accustomed to seeing.
But yeah, that was a nice sort of 2-nade situation there for Beans and Insight. 2 totally separate places of the map. Like, yeah, nade their spawn straight away. And here we go. The dance is on. Joe on a 3 spree. 21 kills to his name. The 22nd is just around him. Little does he know, it's Kenny right behind him. Again with a Jackal fighting forward now. Remaining 30 seconds in the round. You get on towards A, and Beans on a wrap hit could cause problems.
Oh, and we got an interesting minimap as well. So bugged out, Shotzi and Pred showing us number 5. This is Pred going to P4 and trying to play for the spawn kills. He gets 1 and dies, so you did not have a stack on the zone. And Ultra are here to swarm. Optic stuck, 24 seconds on the clock, trying to reposition, but it is a chaos moment.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Good shit.
Shotzi with big kills though, finds his 4th. And Ken's able to get a little bit of shoulder damage in there. Now that just buys time for the boys to get in. Second segment of A gone. 20 seconds to go here in the round. Insight. He's going to get involved here. Can he find a couple? No, he cannot. So the A zone should go.
Yeah, Dashy maybe getting the stamp on the ground, making sure there's no entry men there. And we're tied up on lives. Unfortunately from Optic, just not a ton of time. Any extra tick progress you get over on the B zone is going to be welcome. Certainly almost feel like you need at least an extra 1.
Holding position, holding firm, waiting for the opportunity to make your way in on towards B now. Fred, he takes it. Dives right on in.
Good shit!
So, a bit of a disconnect, but indeed a little bit too connected there as the boys line up. Dashy finds 2. Trying to get on the inside. Optic have swarmed. Kenny now on the flank. Finds 1. His teammates doing what they can towards the front line. Ken could go huge here.
What? How does Joe click on him?
Deceives. Pret trades.
Wow.
1 segment. No! B doesn't get cleaned up. Dashy's in. There's the contest. Are we able to get the kill? Or is he able to complete the segment? He is.
Hey, you're happy for that, but now we can win the round. You got a life advantage as well.
Let's go.
Come on, Pred!
Who cares about a defense?
And Dash, Shotzi's top. I fucking love it. No, watch.
Kill everybody on the cross. Keep an iron on it.
Here we go. Irons are up at the ready. Red dots. They're flying.
Here we go. Come on! Let's fucking go!
On offense. Get it going.
Reverse fucking sweep.
How fast was that? And Optic are like stringing together some impressive
Come on.
too. Like when Pred dies on the B zone, I'm thinking
Is Bruce drinking a Mexican Coke?
That doesn't feel like it. And then Dashy picks up 2 and it's just
Oh my god.
That's why he's so fucking turnt right now.
Desk was correct.
So did you see it?
Yeah. That's what Mexican Cokes do to you, bro. That's why Dashy's so fucking
They got
turnt.
cocaine in that. They using the original
per round. He is
God.
serious pace.
Yeah, we went on.
Fuck G Fuel. All you need is a Mexican Coke. Look
That
at
boy Bruce high as fuck. Look at his eyes.
Relax. You got this.
Oh, he's pissed.
Map point, Optic Texas. Just goes to show the Falcons really are very good at this map and mode. Catwalk hit from Optic.
No way they just brought up the Falcons.
Surely you read this. Yeah, you sure do.
This is a good hit, by the way. Joe loses the most important gunfight though, and Dashy wins the most important gunfight to really stop this push in its tracks.
What are we doing?
Does actually have support. Here's the longtime duo in Insight.
Oh my god, Pred. Oh my god, Dashy.
But Pred gives you a big 2, and Ultra playing with the idea of a cheeky B zone hit, but Dashy initially sets the tone, and Pred there from the follow-up.
Joe the
Great
Peen.
work on the defensive end.
Zoe, stop being
Joe
so
is
turned.
such a force, man. He is disgusting. Pred's now making moves through pool, trying to get in behind the Ultra lines. Catwalk plays once again. Joe deceives the Guardian of the front. Another kill, 3 to his name. Now on the zone capture. Heavy stack here from Ultra. This should be the zone.
Shit, bro. That shot.
Shotzi opens up catwalk. Though,
Nice
so
all the way.
Gonna have to look a couple different directions. The hits coming through the front. All
Finish
the trades
it.
rolling
Thank
through.
you.
Optic have the advantage, and Shotzi, because he wins the first one, is enough
Shoulder,
to get
Bruce.
Oh
My God, I'm about to bust.
Shotzi's making
Oh my God.
Be stopped, and now it might be Optic's turn to put the stamp on
Oh, come on.
them back in their spawn.
Oh, they're trying. Pred's held this.
Oh
so
my
long now.
Pred.
Jesus, that second one was huge. That second one was fucking
60 lives either
humongous.
side, less than 30 seconds, just over 30 seconds to go.
Shit, Ken,
You got to make
that's
something
one.
big happen. Kenny dances through one player, the other one straight in the Shotzi. Names
shit,
it
Pred.
there.
Oh my
1v1
God.
in the zone.
One more
wins
Pred,
it.
one more
Keeps
Pred.
the clock flowing.
Yeah, and still a
Brucey
painful moment
wins
from
it.
Ultra. You get a little bit of pressure. You just need A to fall, and there you go. Beans for the 2. You feel like that sets up the sequence, and Kenny just gets caught, traded out. Shotzi wants to make the high impact play, but no, gets off of it. He knew the value of his life, but ends up falling anyway. Ultra, life.
Good shit, Pred. That's one.
Oh man, they do. And again, it's so tight in the teamwork as well. They're able to play these trades very effectively. So Dashi now back up top. And he's being suppressed,
down,
so he's not
Bruce.
going to be as effective as he has been while the first segment vanishes. Trophies are in play as well. Insight, perfect timing to move away from the fight. It's a good test. Pred gets in close. Lovely damage dealt. Able to get at least 1 kill. And that's a saving grace right now for Optic.
And you're clearing the
Oh my God, he stays alive too.
Ultra's life a little bit more difficult, but right now Optic, they are super turtle around this zone.
And they got to try to fight and get some space in there. Now sending the killers. Insight on the flank. Deals
3.
No lives left. And they're going to get the capture as well. Over the top. That is that, folks. Final round.
Optic has defense though, don't they?
No.
What a
We were up
battle from
6.
Ultra.
Yeah,
We're up 10.
We're tied. I think it's tied now. It comes down to life.
This has been a vault
Wow,
control.
they're
play what
winning
feels
in
like
life.
Light speed. The trades on both ends have been incredibly efficient. Optic ultimately though just get
Ken's
back
getting
down and
fucking
broken
fried,
down. When we
bro.
see that turtled setup Insight, he just sniffs out the flank, goes through line, gets those kills on the front line, and it isn't hard to keep those AR players.
You said Kenny was
tucked in the
what?
heart.
Kenny's getting
Big
fucking
moments
fried.
in a nice sequence there from
Yeah,
Ultra.
bro.
And because of the earlier rounds,
The fuck,
good defense for the round 5.
Well, we've seen both teams deliver the goods. This is anyone's game now.
Oh, we're on attack. That's perfect.
Here we
Our
go,
attack has
boys
been
and
good.
girls. Into A. One last time.
Shit,
It's Benjamin Beans with 2. Dashi and Kenny level it up. The battle continues there.
Good win,
my
Ken.
word. Ultra fight. Hello, Kenny. What a snap. Good stuff.
shit.
He's so tagged
What
up
are
there, the
you
trade's
looking
gonna
at?
be
What
there
a
before
stick,
it's not
Shotzi.
again, so
Oh my
no
God, it's
doubt
so
about it,
sexy.
man. Endless trades and fantastic work either side.
Bruce got a sub out?
We're having some little wild
Bruce
moments
got a
as well.
sub
Nice
out?
little stick on the Dolphin Diver. People running past Kenny.
Bruce's turn.
Oh my God.
For the moment,
Bruce's turn.
Continues to make plays. He's gonna get the 40 bomb. Maybe one of the finest vault controls we have seen all year, as long as he even remotely keeps pace. And Pred right now isolated on the back.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my
what a win
God.
from Ken.
Handled the Pred in their spawn.
I'm telling you, that
to
motherfucker's
perfection.
turnt with this fucking sub, bro.
Get rid of that.
Our whole team has subs out right now.
Once again.
Bruce and Ken have
We've
subs.
seen Optic look so strong on the attack, though. They have to get those decisive kills at the same time. Try to chain him. This is good pressure.
Come on, Brucey.
Bad news, Kleenex is behind you, and now he has started to build pace.
Let's go, Bruce.
Dashi doing the best he can up front, and again, the jackal in his hand is a good
That's a
thing,
team
but
kill,
shots
that's
he
fine.
cut down again. It's Joe, unfortunate
Come on,
team
Ken.
kill.
Good
But it might
shots.
not matter. Time's still ticking. Kenny gets a big one on the point, now getting the zone capture.
Pop the fucking heel.
Ken.
No help.
Oh my God.
Ken, keep it
Watch
going.
mid cut. Mid cut's gonna fuck everything up right now.
Zone. Kleenex is gonna be
Nah, it's
looking
getting
for
picked
a
up.
flank. Maybe Joe deceives, trying to
No
time it out
way.
as well. Checking in.
I saw it. Oh my God,
my
Ken.
God, Ken.
Though, big 2 to keep things alive. Kenny trying to do it all.
Kenny really trying to clutch it right now.
Ken's huge. Ken's got a huge cock.
One
There.
more to go. Ultra, a last-ditch attempt to stop it.
Good shit,
Kenny
Ken.
in a position to contest. No need. The kills are there. Now go to B-boys. You managed to find the kills as well.
Come on, Ken.
A huge advantage.
Oh my God, Kenny.
On a massive spree.
Ken was on a
Yeah,
crazy
that is a
streak
nice
right
run
there.
that
Oh
he
my
just had,
God.
but you got to reset and stabilize. But Kenny with a sub in his
No
hand.
way.
A player at
Good
a
shit,
different
Pred.
caliber. Now trying to run
No
forward.
way.
Optic, what's your approach going to be? Kenny's taking routes out over towards P2. Maybe try to hunt down these Ultra players and get the intel before you really get the drop. Kenny gets information on 2. Optic are spreading the map. They're already treating this almost like a round of S&D.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I mean, It's about that amount of time.
Come on,
Done
Pred.
too many kills. Now Pred. They know he's here. He's on the zone for the capture. Surrounded and dealt
Come on,
with.
Ken, you're huge
35
here.
seconds to go. 5 lives.
You're huge, Ken. Let's go.
Red. They spotted out the entire way. They trade another one-shot kill, but can't be the hero. Does extra damage, but not the setup there. 3 lives remaining and not a lot of time. This might just be another 3-0.
Dashy's looking for the big picks. He's looking for the kills here to get his boys in, but his boys are falling apart. It's now Shotzi. He and Dashy trying to make something happen. Big Bruce, though. He manages to slip
man.
sending Shotzi to try to capture the point, and they're done. Another 3-0 and an emphatic Toronto Ultra. Advance to round 3 here at Minor 2.
Ripping and roaring. Nice little bounce back as well. The offensive round, ultra orchestrated, a thing of beauty. And another 3-0 loss there from Optic Texas, who maybe we could say looking a little bit better, getting the ball rolling. Pred certainly played incredibly well on that
Don't
vault
break
control.
anything.
Maybe a few mishaps here and there. We don't often see players go for the P4 spawn kills anymore. That is some early days stuff, but if you can make it work, you can make it work. And Dashy did in fact get the 40 bomb, did well beyond 1,600 damage, and he had 10 tiers captured. Yeah, Dashy just needed a little bit more help. But Optic, I don't know. I mean, I don't hate that control loss, and they did show a little bit of fight in the S&D as well. Admittedly, a few painful rounds through, but ultimately the story is on Ultra. 3-0, can't be mad at it, got the job done.
So tight though. Again, round 11 in the search, round 5 in the control. Outside of the Skyline, which was pretty dominant, man. I mean, that was it. Well, another team bites the dust here in Minor 2. Desk, tough predictions.
Miles only has like a half inch left before it is out of the camera. I'm impressed by
Get my chair any lower.
Well done.
I can zoom out though. I can zoom out, Chris.
Never do it. All right, we got to talk a little bit about these games, I'm told by the producers, so let's move it on. Allie,
Yeah,
I'm embarrassed.
you should be. I'm sorry.
I'm done picking them. I said this last time. I am confirmed done picking Optic.
Toronto Ultra get it done in 3. They win attacking round, something they couldn't do before this matchup. And then in the final round, we had Merc and Nameless having a conversation saying, what is Optic doing? Kenny clutches up. It's 11 lives to 10. Even game. And they just throw it away.
Yeah, it was really bad. I mean, you think about the situation, right? Like, Kenny's got the AR back out. He's over by P2 looking top hall. And the way this play develops is you send a guy through hallway to try to make some pressure and try to get a pick on the guys on street. But what Optic does is they just chow 2 players down the street, right? And that is the essence of what they're doing wrong in a lot of the respawns. They just lost to a team in Toronto that's 3-7 in respawn in this split, right? So Toronto haven't been dominant by any stretch of the word. And for Optic, it's just like we are making decisions before it needs to be played out. Like, we need to be together, we need to be communicating, and trying to execute at the right times, and it's just not
Avant-garde, bro.
moments leading to a lot of losses.
Willie?
Look, it's not one person. It's not the slang. They're not on the same
It's gonna be
page.
okay.
Like,
It's gonna be okay.